Hello there, 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 hello there. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the Agostinho Zinga Show with your host, Agostinho Zinga. In this episode number 1047, it should be. It should be episode number 1047. If it's not episode 1047, then I apologize, but it definitely should be episode number 1047 of the Agostinho Zinga Show, coming live and direct to an undisclosed location somewhere in the depths of East London. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with me. There's loads of things I want to talk to you about, loads of things I want to get into, cultural commentary stuff as per usual when it comes to the show. As you guys know, for the month of June, I am going to be streaming, recording every single day for the month of June on both channels. I'm not playing any games going forward. I'm going to pull myself out of the depths of poverty, out of the depths of misery, out of the depths of pain, one way or the other. The best way I figured out to do it is just to press start streaming on here. That's been the best solution I've found in the last few years. So I'm going to double down, triple down, quadruple down onto it and pray to God that that's going to get me out of the situation I'm in and in to the rosy fields surrounded by big buxom ladies and brand new Uruses I can't drive and endless amounts of Supreme and Stussy clothing and Rick Owens and flipping Gucci designed by them. You know what it is. You know what the dream is. You know what it is. You know what we're looking for. So if you want to help me get to that location, if you want to help me get to that destination of having my own studio, getting everything all set up and fucking situated, join the channel. Become a member on here. Become a member on the YouTube. Become a member on the Kick side of things. Get access to all of my member only live streams. Be able to chat in my member only chat. This week only, it'll be free to air. Obviously going forward, I'm going to make it members only, but for this week only, it'll be free to everybody to watch it and partake. But from next week onwards, all the live streams will be members only. Obviously, you can watch them if you want at a time, but they will be members only. But I want to drum up the numbers, get the numbers up there to hit the 500 target by the end of the month. It's a bit of a stretch goal. It's a little bit of a stretch goal. It's a little bit unrealistic, but sometimes unrealistic goals are the best way for you to realize the dreams that you want happen in real time. I don't know if that even makes any sense, but you know what I mean. Sometimes having unrealistic goals is a good thing to have because it gives you something to aim for. It gives you something to kind of strive for, to reach out into the ether and try and get close as possible to it as you can. So yeah, big up everybody tuning in. I appreciate you all. For the month of June, like I said, I'm streaming, recording every single day. So join the revolution. Click become a member. There's a link in the description down below. You can become a member. If you're listening via the audio side of the pod, just jump on the YouTube channel, jump on the Kick, wherever you want, and get a membership. You can buy a membership on the YouTube. You can buy subs on the flipping Kick channel. I think they're both priced the same, $4.99. You get access to all of my member only live streams, member only videos, and of course you'll be able to chat in the members only chats going forward. But I appreciate all of you for tuning in. If you cannot do that, that's fine. Just like and subscribe to our channel, take part in the chat, engage, share the show if you can to your family and friends. That would also be greatly appreciated. And let's try and get closer to where we want to go. Okay, cool. Blessings and light to all of you. Blessings and light to all of you. So I've been thinking quite a lot about this because I spoke about this a little bit on the random show earlier. If you were here for the random show, you would have heard it. If you weren't, then you didn't hear it, and this is all news information to you. So this YouTuber called Jesse Ridgway, I think his name is McJuggernuggets or something like that, he has gone viral because him and his wife, him and his girlfriend, him and his partner, him and his lady decided to terminate their pregnancy because they found out the baby they were due to have would likely have Down syndrome. I'm guessing there's tests that you can run, screenings you can do, and they can basically give you a 99% assurances. That's what he read when he was reading the flipping email I'm going to show you in a minute. That basically told him that if they follow through with the pregnancy, that most likely that child would have Down syndrome. So they decided in that moment to just terminate the pregnancy. I think it's something they spoke about anyway previously as a couple, but the difference here is that they recorded the whole ordeal. They recorded, I guess, them receiving the email from the doctors, you know, basically giving them the lowdown on their child and if it was healthy and everything else in between, and they decided to record and upload their reaction to that heartbreaking news for the internet to see. Now, the internet has been divided, of course. Social media has been divided in terms of where people stand and where people sit on this issue. Mostly from what I've seen, people that have Down syndrome children, people that have children with learning difficulties or disabilities in general, were completely against it and said that they are missing out on so much joy and love that child could have brought to their lives despite all the challenges. It would have given them a different type of appreciation for children, whatever it may be, right? And then the people that don't have disabled children, basically, were saying, yes, this is completely right. Sometimes eugenics is a good thing. There's no need to bring in a child like that into the world if it's going to not be able to look after themselves after you died and pass away, because one of the things I guess parents have a really big hang up on when you bring a child into this earth. You want to know that when you become old and grey and you maybe pass away, that this person can look after themselves. And it's like, you know what, you're not being fair by bringing them to the world and having them have it to be looked after their entire life while they're here. Other people were saying that how the only way to get rid of quote unquote the Down syndrome is to sort of like weed it out of the gene pool by having abortions all the time. If that happens and that's in your genes and you're able to get that, just have an abortion, and that way slowly but surely eradicate stuff like that, which is fucking crazy to say. But in general, that was the two sides of the opinion. If you have a kid with learning disabilities or disabilities in general, you're probably going to fall on the side of like, this is completely callous what they would do on camera. And if you don't have any of those kids at all, you're going to think what they did was completely fine. Now, personally, I don't have any opinion on it. I'm not going to lie. I have zero opinion. I feel like they went through a very particular situation themselves as a couple. It doesn't necessarily involve me at all. I don't know where they're feeling, how they are. And the only opinion that I had from it, actually, the only opinion that I actually had was, I like this. I've never been the biggest fan. Like, one of the reasons why I don't post on Instagram is because I feel like Instagram people, they want to post their highlights and they're showing off stuff, and I don't really like to show off. I'm not really big on bragging about stuff that I've done, stuff that I've achieved, right? I'm never going to do that. So you're never going to see me post a picture of me standing next to my Lamborghini Urus when I eventually get it. You're never going to see me post a picture of me holding a set of keys in front of a nondescript door somewhere when I buy my first crib. You're never going to see me do a studio tour and show off the studio that I now have to do all my content and stuff. I'm never going to do that. I'm never that guy, never that show off type of person in general. So I've never really liked it, and I think that's primarily what Instagram is for now. It's become like a place where people post their highlight reels of their successes and stuff in life. I think if that's the case, and that's what Instagram is, that's what social media is, you should be also allowed to do the opposite. It should be very common, it should be very accepted for people to do the opposite. So if you're having a bad time, if you're going through a rough time in your life, if you're feeling some dark thoughts, if you've had a bad run of luck, if you're going through heartbreak, disappointment, pain, death, whatever, you should be able to share that too. But people don't like seeing that. People don't like seeing the real side of like what life is, the yin and the yang, the ups and the downs. You know, they don't like seeing that. They just want to see your highlight reel. They want to see you on holiday, having a great time, kissing the love of your life, doing this, doing that. But no one really wants to hear when you're down to your last £5. No one wants to hear that you got fired. No one really wants to hear that a member of your family died off the back, you know, and just before that, another member died. They don't want to hear that. So I quite like that they were this vulnerable, this honest, this open with their audience and showed people what the real is, you know. I don't really mind that. I'm not going to lie. I don't really mind that. As kind of narcissistic and almost selfish as it is, I do feel like it's done probably the world of good to a lot of people out there who probably never had the opportunity to do this type of content. And also, they probably never thought that they were seen. They probably felt a bit invisible because they went through this exact same issue privately, behind closed doors, without anybody knowing. So the fact that they shared this the way that they did, let people know that they're not the only ones going through it. And some people who are currently going through it, maybe gave them some idea on what direction they should go and how they should approach it as well. So I like this, as mad as it is. I like what they did. I like, you know, it takes bravery to do this type of thing. I know obviously it's part of their business, it's part of what makes them money and keeps a roof over their head, but it's still very, very brave to make yourself this vulnerable, put yourself out there to this extent, knowing the type of abuse you're going to get. Because the guy anyway confessed on his X later. He put out a statement saying that they've been basically receiving death threats every day since this video went viral. So yeah, they knew what was going to come with it. They knew the reaction wasn't going to be the greatest from people, from strangers online, and they still went through it anyway, because that was something they felt very strongly about. And I think this whole ordeal will probably end up helping a lot of people as well going forward. So as much as it's probably distressing and hard for people to kind of wrap their head around, I think it'll be a net positive for people all around the world watching this come across their timeline. Let me play the video of this couple and what they went through.
Here we go. Thought we're gonna see the result. I have to download the official report. Abnormal insight result. Consistent with trisomy 21. No.
What is it? Wait. Where are you seeing that?
He knew instantly. He knew instantly.
No.
He knew instantly.
Let me see. I can't see it.
It says abnormal insight.
And she probably couldn't see what was on the screen because of her tears, isn't it? The tears and just the distress and just the anguish. It was just making her unable to kind of concentrate and focus on the words. She could probably see it, but her brain wasn't letting her see it. It's just too much to kind of handle at once. So it's a good thing, again, she had her man next to her to kind of deal with it and to be a little bit more calm and whatever. But god damn it, I can't imagine how heartbreaking this was to receive news.
Result showed 3 chromosome 21 signals consistent with trisomy 21 Down syndrome. Genetic counseling is recommended. Pattern consistent with trisomy 21. Hey. Not the result we wanted to see, guys. I started to get kind of a not good feeling just when the results were sitting here. That's why I didn't want to open them. I started to feel really uncomfortable about it. Just kind of in shock, like, truly. We talked before this, guys, about what would we do if we confronted this scenario. Because this was the more likely scenario. We talked about terminating the pregnancy. Obviously things could change because this was traumatic, like very traumatic. And I know you guys even watching this, this is traumatic for the whole community. I think now that we have a definitive result, we'll talk with these counselors and we're gonna have some hard conversations.
Typically, if the initial FISH result shows trisomy 21, the final full karyotype or microarray analysis also confirms it in more than 99% of cases.
It's just all very overwhelming and confusing to navigate. Ashley is almost halfway through this thing. Not saying we forced it, but like the kid seemed healthy, and there's been stories of where the kid comes out and is like super functional, and so it's like, I don't know. There's just a lot to digest, and we're not really going to be doing that in this video. We just wanted to let you guys in on what the results were. Where's your head at? Just sad.
Where's your head at is one of the most craziest that's like a general man thing. I think every man in the world would have said that. It's very inappropriate. It's very like, it's kind of a bit, sounds a bit callous. You know, it's not, it doesn't really help, but it's something that every man I think would say in that situation. So where's your head at? So how you feeling? Are you alright? So obviously not. Obviously not alright. But I think every man in this situation would have said exactly the same thing to their wife or their girlfriend. Hope you're alright. Hope you're okay. Are you alright? No, I'm not, you fucking dick.
Just things have been pretty dark for a while for us, and we thought this was going to be a nice little ray of sunshine, and it's not. Sorry to be crying, dude. It's a lot.
Oh, man. I bought boy clothes. I was so sure that
This is the heartbreaking part of it. This is the really heartbreaking part of it. I bought boy clothes because I was so sure. All the buying of the clothes, like, oh my god. That's the heartbreaking side of it. Yo, big up Johnny Sneed. Also, brother, please with the caps lock. I beg of you, man. I beg of you, Johnny C, with the caps lock. I know I tell you all the time this, but please, I beg of you, man. Remove the caps lock, man. I see your chats. No need to put them in caps lock. I'll see your fucking chats. please remove the caps lock. I beg of you, brother. Big up Shades Cal. Did she lose her baby? No, she did. Well, yeah, they're deciding to lose it. They were told that the baby would 99.9% likely have Down syndrome. So they filmed their reaction to receiving that news, and most likely the reality that they're going to terminate it, because they did discuss this prior to getting pregnant, that if the baby had Down syndrome or any kind of learning disabilities, that they would likely terminate it.
I had the nursery picked out. I was ready. I gotta start all over again.
Yeah, that's probably the most heartbreaking side of like when you have a miscarriage or have to do an abortion. This side of things, I can't imagine how that works. That must be this, because they always do say, don't they say that couples that go through miscarriages or abortions, it kind of really wrecks marriages. There's like a statistic about it, like adding, you know what I mean, like leading to separation because of the stress. Because I can only imagine, you know what I mean. You're setting up the baby room. You've bought a bunch of nappies. You've set up the fucking. You've made the bed. You've painted a room. You've picked out schools and shit, or like, you know, kindergarten. It's just and then suddenly, boom, it gets taken away from you. You know. It must be brutal to deal with, man. It must be absolutely fucking brutal. And usually I'd imagine typically one person takes it worse than the other. Or maybe you both take it just as bad. And or if one person takes it a bit worse than the other one starts to resent the other one. Yeah, it must be stressful, man.
The start of our journey, you know, of just trying to start a family. This is how it starts.
Mm-hmm. I know it's hard to look at like silver linings, but I mean, the fact that you can get pregnant is good. We weren't sure. And it was instant. We don't know why this happens. Maybe it is a birth control over a decade. Maybe it is just random genetic sequencing and it glitches, you know, just like cancer cells. Like sometimes it's just, we don't.
By the way, just as I mentioned previously on the random show, I think as a man, you shouldn't let your lady be on birth control for 10 plus years. Wrap it up, man. Wrap it up or decide to start a family. Wrap it up or decide to start a family. Don't let your lady be on birth control for 10 plus years. I don't even know much about the female autonomy and shit, but I do know that being on birth control like that consecutively for that long is not a good thing. And who knows what that might have done to her ability to, you know what I mean, have a healthy baby and shit. I don't have no idea, but I just think in general, more guys should go out of their way to reassure their girls and let them know that, hey, I would rather you not be on birth control for this long. I'd rather we just wrap it up and I wear a condom or something, or we look at other contraception, or we just start to have a kid and you know, become serious that way, as opposed to like having her be on birth control, affecting the hormones, affecting the flow when it comes to periods and stuff. It's just not cool. It really isn't fucking cool. And I really do think guys should, you know, if they can, if they want to, I guess, step in and say that. I know some women obviously enjoy also being on a pill themselves. I get that. But I think maybe in some of those circumstances, maybe women feel a little bit pressured or feel like they kind of have to be on birth control in order to kind of keep the relationship a certain way and keep the sex life a certain way. I don't know. But I just think that's probably the way to go do things. But all in all, my heart goes out to these guys. I feel like, again, when it comes to how you raise your family, when it comes to how you do your relationship with these type of things, it's all personal. I don't think we have any right to tell them what they should and shouldn't done. The people telling them they should have kept the baby they wouldn't have been there during the hard times. And I know from having members in my extended family who are learning disabled or do have disabilities and shit, that it's very, very stressful. It's very hard to do day to day. It's very hard. And I know from my family and my extended family, we're African and shit. So we have a lot of friends. There's a lot of people. There's a community, there's a village. You know, a village helps to grow. Like, I was brought up by a lot of people. Not only my parents, but aunties and everyone else in between, uncles and, you know, other friends. But this newer generation, the ones we're all in now, a lot of us don't even have siblings who could look after our kids, let alone friends. So, you know, there's not as much help as it was in the past. In the past, you know, you grew up with help. So if you did have a learning disabled child or a child with disabilities, it wasn't only you that had to carry that burden. It wasn't only you that had to kind of go through that. You didn't go through it alone. You went through it with other people. Other people will come and support, give you some respite. Do you know what I mean? Be able to kind of help in whatever way that they could. But nowadays, when you're not raising your child as a village or in a village, you're raising them behind closed doors by yourself. It's a lot of hard work. And if you know you can't do it, why bring in a child just to appease strangers so you don't seem like a quote unquote monster? But then the day-to-day struggles of it, you're the ones having to endure it, and then over time or instantly you end up resenting the child that you have. You're better off bringing in a child with pure love, as opposed to bringing in a child with under those weird circumstances, under those weird kind of ideas and whatever feelings, and then it kind of the child's gonna feel that shit. The child is always gonna feel that shit. They're always gonna know that they're not really welcome, they're not loved, they're not really wanted. And I feel like it's better that they decided to abort the baby because they knew they weren't going to be able to look after it properly, given the Down syndrome diagnosis that's most likely, than it was to bring the child into the world, try to appease some strangers when their heart's not really in it. I think it's better that way. When your heart's not really in it, they're better to not do that. Especially given, again, with the advances in modern technology and science that we have nowadays. If you have the choice to, you know what I mean, do it if you have the choice to, I guess. Do it if you have the choice to. But I feel like everybody out there kind of sending them death threats and going above and beyond is a bit crazy. Are they a bit nuts for recording this and putting it on social media? Yes, to an extent. But as like I said before, I don't like social media when it's all just highlights. Everyone's on Instagram celebrating things, buying each other fucking jewelry and big cars and this and that. But people don't put the real. If you're going to put all the big cars and jewelries out there, also put the real. Also put the real on their line when you're suffering through heartbreak, when you're suffering from grief, when you're in a depressive state. That's also the real. But people don't have to see that because it makes them feel uncomfortable, because that's what actual real life is. Because we can all celebrate. Me, myself, you guys, you know how to celebrate. We can all celebrate. We know how to have a good time. But the real kind of test of a human, the real test of a mature person, the real test of somebody is like, how do you endure? How do you kind of push through? How do you bite down and grit all the way through tough times? How do you handle those? Because those are really hard to deal with. The easy times, getting this car, getting this house, getting this job promotion, we can know how to celebrate those type of things. But these type of things are the real things that really test the strength of your character, the strength of your relationship, of your love, of your dedication to each other, all this malarkey. So hopefully this makes them a stronger couple. Hopefully it also goes on to help other people out there who's suffering. And in general, it just becomes one of those things that people talk more openly about, because I think it does need to be spoken about. Because, there's probably a bunch of people out there who have brought kids into the world who have such issues, like being Down syndrome, and they've only done it because they wanted to not look bad. They didn't want to look like they were evil. They didn't want to look like they were callous. They didn't want to look like, oh, because the kid's not perfect, we're not going to have it. And then they end up bringing that child into the world, resenting that child and all the struggles you're having with bringing that child up. And then, that child doesn't really get brought up in an atmosphere of love. And kids can feel that. Kids know when they've been brought into that sort of environment. So why do that? Why fucking do that? It makes no sense. So big up this couple. A bit insane to put it online this way, but I think it's gonna do way more good for people out there who don't really have a voice, who feel like they're invisible, who go through the same sort of thing. I feel like it's gonna definitely give them a voice, and hopefully it just makes it a bit more of a widespread open conversation, because I feel like in general in society at large, we do need to have more adult conversations. We don't have enough adult conversations where we kind of speak about the real, where we get really honest with each other and really speak about what's really going on, what's really affecting us, how to combat it, how to deal with it, how to best try and make it work. We really need to have uncomfortable conversations, and hopefully that's the start of it. Hopefully that's the start of one of those uncomfortable conversations. Switch stuff up again. Let's change up the mood a bit, because the mood's a bit dour. Apologies for that. I haven't seen this advert yet. This is courtesy of Nike Football. Nike Football put together the advert for the World Cup. Adidas also have one, so I'm going to play them back to back. The Nike one is called Rip the Script. It's called Rip the Script. Everyone's been hyping it. I haven't watched it yet, so I want to watch it with you guys together. We can react to it and all that malarkey. So big up Nike. This is interesting time for Nike, because relevancy wise in culture, they've kind of going downhill when it comes to performance. Even I run a lot outdoors and stuff, in parks and the street, and even I can say from running outside in the parks and the street, I've definitely seen a decline in the amount of people wearing Nike shoes. I'm not gonna lie. Even Nike kind of clothing. Before, you'd always see people wearing the massive Nike Flyknits and stuff, but nowadays I'm seeing people wearing the Adidas's, Asics, New Balance. Like, it's kind of crazy. like Nike's kind of, you know, relevance in terms of that regard is kind of waning. And when it comes to the football side of things, the jerseys and the football tops haven't been great. Adidas has been kicking their ass when it comes to football jerseys and just football activations and whatever else it may be. So I'm curious to see how Nike are able to try to, you know, recapture that feeling again, especially with the World Cup being in America. You'd imagine they would do it. So let's hope Nike have, you know, reminded people who they actually are, because when it comes to ads and stuff and capturing some sort of vibe and emotion, they usually are the best at doing it. So let's see what they did. This is courtesy of Nike Football. It's called Rip the Script. Let's see what they've got for us for the World Cup. Mbappe, nice. Oh, sick.
No! Kylian!
So cool.
How many times? No improv, no theatrics. Just hand the ball. With your hand! He's not even listening to me. None of these players listen to me, okay? We need to control this somehow. These players are doing whatever they want all the time.
It's taking so long, honestly.
Almost yellow.
What's the problem? The director.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
Oh, in Northwest. Sick.
Kim's here.
Just give us 2 minutes.
Bro, I ain't even got 1 minute. What we doing?
Travis
The kids
Scott,
ready? I'm ready.
Oh, touch.
Guys, what are you doing?
Oh. Ah, they done it like the old ones, innit? Where they start doing this. This reminds me of the early 2000s where they kind of did the same sort of thing. Where the Brazil team in the airport. That's probably the best one ever, by the way. That Nike fucking advert with the Brazil team in the airport. Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Rivaldo. Oh my god, too much. Kaka and shit. Like, this is so cool. So fucking sick.
Come back!
Oh, Haaland and thingy. Oh, sick. Vinicius Jr. So cool. Oh!
Excuse me, guys. Guys, we're filming here. Stop.
Oh, sick! I'm at my skank.
¿Vieron a Vini?
Oh! Inaki Williams. Sick. Oh!
Puedo agarrar tu pierna.
Jenny?
People are saying
That K-pop girl, is that Jenny or Lisa? I think I forgot which one that is. Jenny, Lisa, one of them two. Oh shit, they got the people from TNT Sports on here too.
that Mbappe needs to pass the ball more.
Well, I think it's a ridiculous
cool.
thing to
Drogba.
say. I mean, oh my gosh.
Ibra.
Zlatan will be back.
Cried in 1995. Eric Cantona. Oh, Ibra with the Air Max 95s on. Sick. Whoa.
This isn't what we planned!
So cool.
You've been so patient.
Habían dicho que eran 5 minutos.
Oh, that's that fucking what's her name? That's what's that reggaeton artist name? Young something, right? Young something. She just sang with Bad Bunny as well. Bruno Fernandez there. Sick. Oh, Musiala.
Now?
Haaland.
Not yet.
Not yet. Virgil van Dijk.
What are they doing out there? Sorry about that, guys. The point that I'm making is that
LeBron and Cristiano.
The
Sick.
goat, goodbye.
The goats goodbye.
For you.
It's for you.
No, you got it.
No, for you.
This is made for you. The goats goodbye.
I mean, you're both the goats.
So fucking cool. The goats goodbye. That's for you. That's awesome. CR7, huh?
Guys, no one should be on the set. Come on. Wait, is that?
Oof! Woo-hoo-hoo! So hard. Virgil van Dijk. Oh!
Someone's running into the rig building. Stop. Back up.
Whoa! No way, Terminator. Tune. Ah, sick. Central C and Cole Palmer. Oh, that's a shame, man. He didn't get picked for the World Cup squad, isn't it? All this for nothing, bro. He's one of the main characters in the Nike, what you call it, World Cup commercial. He's not even in the fucking England squad. That's pain, isn't it? That is pain. Big up Cole Palmer, bro. That is fucking pain.
What's going on?
Ooh! Oh, Clint from Cortez is there. Sick.
They're back?
So cool.
Give me cameras.
Harlan.
This looks fun. What do y'all shoot?
Ted Lasso. So cool. Oh. Musiala, Cristiano, Mbappe, Ibrahimovic. So Ronaldinho up there, sick. Haaland. So good. Nah, that was sick. That was sick. Big up Nike, man. That was fucking sick. That was really fucking good. That restored the feeling. That got me hyped for the World Cup. That fucking restored the fucking feeling. And being a United fan, you know just how much United fans, myself included, hate international football. It's always club football over just football. That was really fucking good. That was really good. Big up Nike, man. They absolutely killed it. Big up Nike. I'll play the Adidas one later. We'll give it a bit of a break for now. I'll play the Adidas one later, but that was a really good one. Big up Nike, man. That restored the feeling. I love seeing the little cameo there from Clint from Cortez was on there. The Cole Palmer thing is really heartbreaking, by the way. Really heartbreaking. He's literally not in the England squad, but he's one of the main players, the main English player on the fucking Nike advert there. What else I like? I like the Mbappe thing. There's a bit of a little bit of a jab in terms of the conversation around Mbappe now, whether or not he's too greedy and isn't a team player and all that malarkey. I thought that was pretty well done. And just generally, yeah, I thought everything looked legit. I didn't really feel like there's a lot of AI used, which was kind of refreshing. I feel like everything looked somewhat legit in terms of the players running, the skills, the dribbling and shit. I thought most of that was fairly legit. The jerseys look pretty decent, especially that France one. That France kit looks fucking sick. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of these players at the World Cup. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. Will I do a watch along? Probably not. Not sure if I'm going to. Maybe I'll do a watch along for like the England games. That might be beneficial to do. Or actually, maybe we'll do them better off doing them in the actual pubs, you know. Not really too sure, but I think we're gonna double check on that one when it eventually does happen. But big up Adidas, big up Nike, doing the damn thing. Love to see it, love to hear it. Cool. Continuing on, I also want to play these clips featuring Caleb Hammmer. Big up Bloodclot Caleb Hammmer. I've been enjoying Caleb Hammmer these last few months. I've been checking out his shorts on YouTube for the most part. He's been killing it on the YouTube shorts. Essentially, Caleb Hammer has this show where he essentially gets people on who have really terrible finances and shouts at them, basically insults them for the most part, jokes on them. But at the end, you learn a lot from it. You learn a lot in terms of how to handle your own finances, and it also gives you perspective, because you always think, myself included, I always think like my shit's down bad, my shit's in the worst place. But sometimes you see some people on these type of shows and you're like, fuck, I don't even know how you get up in the morning, I worry about a couple of thousand here and there, but these motherfuckers have like debts of like over hundreds of thousands, maxed out credit cards, always malarkey, and it doesn't really seem to bother them in the slightest, and it's obviously really bad stuff, and not beneficial, not advantageous, but he does give them ideas or solutions on how to fix them. And one of the hardest ones is when it's couples. Those are usually the hardest ones to watch, when it's a couple and one person's hiding the truth of the finances from the other one, or sometimes they're willfully unaware, because they don't want to be honest about what's really going on, finding out about OnlyFans addictions and other things. Sometimes he acts as a relationship guidance person, and I remember one particular one, he told the guy to basically leave his wife because she was kind of taking a piss with the finances and not really helping out. And also the revelation that a lot of people that served in the military are taking a piss out of the compensation or the money you get once you kind of leave the military and you suffer from some sort of PTSD or something. A lot of them make a lot of money off of that, and you don't really have to prove that much to get that money, which I don't think is a bad thing. I feel like the fact that you're willing to put your life on the line for your country in the first place should permit you to have some kind of leeway when it comes to type of things. But it is quite funny the amount of people who were in the military, served, and then are now receiving, whatever compensation they're receiving. So interesting clips here, random ones I saw on X I thought I would kind of play for you guys, and then we're going to continue on. Really interesting. Big up Caleb Hammер. Really interesting little debut episode here from him, sitting down with Joe Rogan. For once, a really decent show. Rogan's podcast is kind of shitty recently, but this was for once a pretty decent one. New. Joe Rogan loses his mind when a financial expert, Caleb Hammmer, over how much money members of the Congress make from insider trading. Oh, Rogan pretending not to know this stuff is fucking hilarious, by the way.
Sort of like the Pelosi stock trader.
Yes, which
That's
I bought into the Pelosi fund.
Yeah?
It's doing really well.
I bet it is.
Yeah, I only put $1,000 in there. I was a little scared, but it's doing really well. It's beating my own money, guys. So, I mean...
It's kind of hilarious.
I mean, she knows what she's doing, or people knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone knows something. Yeah, they know something. It's crazy that it's legal. It's crazy that you could know, we're going to do this big deal with AI chips. And so NVIDIA makes AI chips. I'm just going to buy a shit ton of NVIDIA stock. And then, boom, we pass this thing. Hey, look at that. 500% increase. Whee!
I think my $1,000's up.
How that is legal, it is a good point. How that's legal in America is fucking insane, though. They can find a direct correlation between members of the Congress finding out information before the public, investing in a stock, and that stock going fucking sizzler, but that's not insider trading. That's not illegal. It's like, fucking hell. Like, how is that even possible? Like, how is that even possible?
Like 20 or 30% in just a couple months. It's crazy. It's crazy. S&P 500, what he searched up, averages 10% a year. So it's crazy.
It is nuts. What are the laws? It's like you could clearly follow her, but what are the laws in terms of like what she's allowed to do? Like, how much information is she allowed to have?
Yeah. Well, that's what's hard to track, right? The insider trading's hard to track. They're getting into that shit with Kalshi now.
Right.
Some of the people that were in the operation for Maduro in Venezuela, they're getting in trouble. George Santos. George. Did you ever have George Santos?
No, but he's hilarious.
Yes, he's hilarious. But big investigation just opened up yesterday or today.
No, he just got a pardon for something else.
He bet on he went on Instagram or something, and he was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna 100% be at the State of the Union. 100%, I'm gonna be there. Here's my seat." And then he immediately bet that he will not be at the State of the Union. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So 4 people close to him have been working with the FTC on that.
Oh my God, he's retarded.
Yeah.
That's so
After
dumb.
a pardon and everything.
That's so dumb, bro. You got free, and you're fun. You should just do a podcast. That guy should. He could make millions doing a podcast.
Yeah. He's been on other podcasts. He's good.
He would be great.
He's a sassy gay. He's perfect for the camera.
Sassy, fun, smart, talks a lot of shit. He would be great as a host of a podcast. Don't fucking do scams like that.
Yeah, insider trading. So I guess that's his future now.
We had was it Polymarket? What was it? Where they had
Come on, what's happening? Don't die. Don't die on me. Come on, don't die on me. Is it done? What's happening here? Don't die on me, please, I beg of you. Don't die on me. Don't die on me. Am I done? Where am I? Okay, cool.
odds on things that we do and what we're going to say and what guests we're going to have on?
Probably both of them.
Probably both of them.
I don't look into
we looked, I said, Jamie, shut that fucking laptop and do not open that website ever again. Because, like, you could do it. Like, we could rig it.
I kind of want to.
But anybody could.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, like, say, if Elon's going to appear on Rogan again by the end of the year, you could bet on that, innit? Will Alex Jones make a comeback on Jerry anytime soon?
Going to, but I kind of want to bet that I would be on here.
Right. Like, what are the odds? Like, you could probably bet a substantial amount.
Or you could bet, like, will Brendan Schaub ever perform at the Comedy Mothership? Will Brendan Schaub make a two-way bet, a two-sided bet? Will Brendan Schaub make a comeback to stand-up comedy before the end of the year? And will he perform at the Mothership before the end of the year? Woo! Big returns.
Money through some fucking offshore account.
Yeah. Both Pelosi, who knows? I mean, other people in Congress, they wanna pass something where they can only invest in like large cap index funds like the S&P 500.
Mm-hmm.
They're not passing it. They don't care.
They don't care. No. It's completely bipartisan. You know, it's not like it's Nancy Pelosi is the scapegoat. She's the one that everybody beats on. But if you look at it, it's red, blue across the line. They're all doing it.
It's money, isn't it?
They're all trading. They're all making shit tons of money. They all go into Congress broke. They all come out rich as fuck.
Yes.
And they get $100,000 a year. Like,
yeah.
Fuck off. Fuck off. It's crazy.
$100,000 a year, but yet they've got a fucking wealth. They've got a fucking net worth of, tens of millions of dollars. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. The corruption's rampant. That's why it's almost impossible not to be black-pilled. That's why I have a lot of like admiration for people who are not black-pilled. Like, how can you not be black-pilled considering what's going on in the world? Like, how can you not be black-pilled? The game is actually rigged. The game is actually rigged across all sides of it. Every side of it, the game is actually rigged. Rigged. Another clip here. Caleb Hammer says the boomers had the best stock market ever, yet they ended up broke. Agree with that one. Boomers also had the best property market ever. Boomers were able to buy houses for like 20 grand, 40 grand. That they still live in to this day. They won't pass down to their fucking relatives. They won't pass it down. They're gonna stay in it, and hold on to the bitter end. Fucking love boomers in that regard. I love them. Mm-hmm.
Starting to not have sympathy for the boomers. I'm really not.
Really?
Best job market ever. Best stock market in the history of the world. Every single boomer, Gen X, whatever, that's been on my show, they lived it up and spent all their money to live the lifestyle they wanted, and they didn't even set 10% aside a month.
No.
10% aside. They had the best housing market, college, jobs. They were set up for everything. If they just put 5 to 10% a month aside in the stock market that they had,
be billionaires by now.
they would be multimillionaires. Most of them would be multimillionaires. But instead, we're in a situation where
I want a new BMW.
They can't pay their student loans, Social Security, 2033. That's when the funds dry, so payments get cut by
Is it really that
25%. Yeah.
2033 is when the funds dry up for Social Security?
Yeah, the actual fund that's sitting there. So every dollar that goes out is money that's coming in. That's projected 2033.
Well, we have to pay for transgender migrants. It's really important. Some of them have back pain.
Oh, okay. It's obviously that's whose fault it is, isn't it? Okay, Rogan, that's whose fault it is, of course. That's whose fault it is. This fucking guy, man. This fucking guy. Anyway, last clip. Oh no, a couple more clips here. Caleb Hammer to Joe Rogan. I'm starting to not have sympathy for boomers. I'm really not. I think it's the same clip.
I'm starting to not have sympathy for the boomers. I'm really not.
Really?
Best job market ever. Best stock market in the history of the world. Every single boomer, Gen X, whatever, that's been on my show, they lived it up and spent
Same clip. Bear with me. Last clip coming up here from Caleb on Rogan. Big up Caleb Hammmer. Is Caleb Hammmer. Caleb Hammmer hammers down the importance of emergency funds for Americans on Joe Rogan. Emergency funds for Americans. I don't know. Do people even have the luxury of having emergency funds, or they're just trying to survive every single day? Or they're just trying to survive day by day? Do people even have the luxury of even thinking about saving up for a rainy day when every day is raining? Do they even have the luxury of saving up for a rainy day when every day is torrential hailstones and tornadoes and sleet? You know what I mean? There's probably not enough time. There's probably not enough energy, mental capacity to even save for a rainy day when every day is rainy.
It's like it's a beautiful time for young people if they access these things. I'm just saying that, like, for young people that are listening to you and like, I don't know what to do. Oh, you're right. Oh, I do spend, like, let me look at the amount of money I spend just getting DoorDash. Holy shit. That's actually a large percentage of my check. And
but I don't know if that's the I don't know. I'm a little bit dubious on that, because I've got some books, right, that I read. I've got some entrepreneurial self-help books that I read that will sometimes espouse the philosophy or the doctrine or the fucking sermon of, oh, if you just cut back on this Starbucks, if you just cut back on this blank street coffee, if you just cut back on this black sheep espresso, if you just cut back on this Greg sausage roll, if you cut back on this Pret a Manger chicken and avocado sub, you too can become a millionaire and do this. Not really. I don't know. Life is worth living. If those things bring you a semblance of joy and happiness, if you get a little bit of joy out of going to work and then popping into the local Greg's on your way to work to have a little veggie fucking sausage roll and it costs you £1.50, is it really worth it to deny yourself that veggie sausage roll to save for a future that isn't even guaranteed? You're saving for a future that you don't even know you're gonna have, a future that, you know what I mean, the rules can change again. If anything, what they should be preaching is, hey, why don't we make DoorDash and that shit more affordable for people? Why don't we make it more affordable as opposed to telling people not to enjoy DoorDash, not to enjoy eating fast food, not to enjoy drinking, not to enjoy, you know, I don't know, whatever leisure activities they enjoy, to put off for a future that isn't guaranteed, to put off for a future that's undetermined, to put off for a future that we don't even know. Again, like I said, they could just change the rules. Look what's happening with the fucking SpaceX IPO. Look what's happening with the SpaceX IPO. Most likely, that SpaceX IPO they're saying is going to be one of the most overpriced IPOs of all fucking time. Like, the stock is fucking shit. The only thing that makes money from SpaceX is the satellites, I think they said, right? The satellites and the satellites and Starlink is the only thing that actually makes money. Everything else is fucking fluff. But they literally changed the rules on how companies IPO to accommodate StockX's IP, to accommodate, SpaceX IPO. They literally changed the rules. And now everybody in America who's got like a 401k, you're going to be paying into that fucking SpaceX IPO. You're going to be paying into it, whether you want to or not. So I don't know, man. Make life more affordable. Make regular life more affordable. There was a time where you could treat yourself to a little Mackie D's and a DoorDash every fucking week. Now you can't because it's so expensive. But it still brings you a little bit of joy in life to be able to get some fast food and not be able to cook that particular day. I don't know, man. Allow people to be able to afford a DoorDash a day, a DoorDash a week, or whatever if they want to. Not fucking deny yourself eating these things so that you can save for a future that isn't promised. You can save for a future that isn't even going to be in your favor. Who knows? The higher ups might change the rules and then you're back down in your luck again. So what? You've been eating fucking, you know what I mean, lunch meat sandwiches for the last year and a half, hoping that it was going to help you with your future. But now all of a sudden things have changed. Now all of a sudden the fucking criteria for first time property owner has changed again. Banks are not lending as they did before. What's the point then? What's the point? Make life more affordable for everybody, man. Fuck.
How much would it be if I just went to the grocery store once a week and I got all my food for the week? Jesus Christ, I'd save $300.
But then again, it's not like that anymore now. It's quite close. I've seen people argue that, and it's actually true. Buying food every day, a particular type of diet, whatever, and actually making it yourself, the difference is negligible, unfortunately. Unless you're eating slop, right? Unless you're eating like mincemeat and fucking mincemeat tortillas every day, you know, it's negligible sometimes. Like sometimes it's actually negligible the amount of money you're saving because life is so expensive. Now that cooking at home isn't as cheap as it once was anymore. It's crazy, man. The economy, well, when was the economy go back to normal, by the way? Remember they told us that once COVID is over, the economy will return back to normal. We wouldn't have to pay £5 for 6 eggs anymore. But I don't know. It doesn't feel like the economy went back to normal. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like I'm still paying £10 for a pint. I'm still having to pay £10 for a burger with no fries. Like, what the fuck is going on? I went to McDonald's the other day. What is it? A couple of weeks ago. Have you seen how small the Big Tasty is? I went to McDonald's a couple of weeks ago because the new menu was in there. Have you seen how small the Big Tasty is? The Big Tasty used to be like a quarter pounder size. Now it's like a regular burger. The Big Tasty is tiny, bro. It's tiny now. So small. Like, and it's still the same price, or maybe more, like £7, £6 for the burger. Like, god damn it, man. Fast food is expensive. You go to Poundland now. Poundlands are no longer Poundlands. You went to a Poundland and you could buy like stuff for £1. Now it's $2.99, $1.69. You know, it's fucking crazy how much stuff is. Stuff is so expensive. Don't even get me started on how much it is to go and transport, take a train in places. Like, god damn.
Here's the reality. You don't get to have fun if you don't have a fully funded emergency fund. That's a basic reality.
No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. You shouldn't deny yourself fun. And fun for everybody is different, but you shouldn't deny it just because you don't have the money, emergency. Like, nah, fuck all that noise. Fuck all that noise. Enjoy yourself, man. Oi, big up, Fashion Roman. What's going on, Gigi? Big up, Fashion Roman in the chat. What's good? So concerning that prices go up in perpetuity and wages are purely stagnant. Oh, don't even get me started on wages, brother. Don't even get me started, man. Don't even get me started. I still kind of admire myself. You can get some lighting. I admire myself and my ability. I still admire my ability. I don't know how I did it. For the longest time, I remember surviving. I survived at a job once where I had like 13,000 a year, and I was living away from home as well. I was living on my own too. I was earning like 13,000 a year, and by the time that money came into my account with all the NI fucking deductions and shit, I had like what, £900, £800, plus paying rent of like 600 quid a month and shit. Like, I don't know how I did it. And that time, that's the thing. I did way more with my money back then, but I think the obviously price of life or the cost of life was way cheaper. I was able to go on some holidays. I was able to go out. I was able to get myself a baggie or two, get myself some trainers, some, you know what I mean, some clothes. It's kind of wild how much I was able to actually do with that back then by having such less money. It's fucking crazy, man. But nowadays, like, I don't know. Nowadays, things are just, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to get to a place, especially salary-wise. There was this one startup. What's the startup called? Was it Anthropic? There was one startup that's come to the thing that are now doing US like salaries. It's like an AI company, and they're now having, and the salaries are crazy. Like, it's like, I think I saw a marketing role at this particular AI company for like 100 grand, 50 grand a month or something. No, 50 grand a year to 100 grand a year. And obviously most marketing roles in the UK are like 30,000, 40,000 max. But in America, you know, those salaries are way higher, and you can live somewhat of a good life. But over here, you know what I mean? Cost of living is high, the salaries are fucking shit. And we also have this weird thing about money here, where people kind of shame you if you make too much money or you spend too much. Like, ugh.
Only 60% of Americans can cover a $400 emergency, meaning 40% can't. That's $400.
So when you say emergency fund, like, what do you consider an emergency fund?
So there's a debate between 3 months to 6 months of everything you need to live for a month. I'm on that 6 month side because, you know, things like the pandemic and shutdowns, we're in that kind of world now. So we may as well go that full way, get a 6 month emergency fund that protects you in case of layoffs or just losing money or a medical emergency, whatever it may be.
He is right though, that is important. I remember when I had one, that was the first time ever I've actually had one. And it actually helped me, especially when I was lawyer from that startup I was in. And they had the mass layoffs. It really does make a difference in terms of your state of mind and well-being. It gives you some breathing room. It makes the job, because I feel like sometimes, this is kind of really weird to say, but I feel like sometimes you can emit desperation. You know, you can have an aura of desperation, an aura of struggle, of pain. And sometimes when you're looking for a job, you probably don't want that, especially when it comes to negotiating your salary or just generally looking for a job. You don't want to seem like you're just desperate for anything, you know? So I feel like sometimes when you have that nest egg or you have that emergency fund, it can make applying for new gigs, if you do get let go, a lot more easier to handle. You don't come across as desperate. You're not also taxing your mind mentally every single day, thinking that it's make or break. I mean, you've got some leeway, you got some runway, you got some space to kind of, you know, wiggle a little bit. So yeah, big up Sean, I see you. Wagwan.
B, you got a lifeline. But that's basic. Like, that is so critical to life for like a sick pet or a broken car that if you don't have that, I don't want to see you in a drive-through. That can't be.
Nah, you have to do both. You have to be able to do both. You have to be able to save a little bit and put it towards your 6-month fucking savings, and you have to be able to let people be able to go for a drive-through. Like people that work dead-end jobs. You know what I mean? Sometimes going through a drive-through, being able to get yourself a milkshake or a burger or something, that can really change your day. That can really put you in a much better mood. Denying yourself these type of things for what? And also, what are you denying yourself for? For what? To have emergency funds for what? Fuck it, man. Just roll the dice. Roll the dice, enjoy your fucking drive-through, and if you need emergency funds, I don't know, apply for a credit card.
Acceptable. Going on a vacation is not acceptable if you can't protect you and your family at the basic level.
Oh, actually, he's made a good point about that. I did see a video. Maybe I react to it on Random Show. I did see a video on YouTube. I wish I saved it. I think I've missed it. Someone made a video about this trend in America. I think it's mostly an America thing, where groups of friends will go on holiday and they're all broke, or some of them are broke. Let's say. I never understood that personally, but it does seem to be a thing, because you always see these, you know, these random viral stories of a group of friends went on holiday and then they come back and half of them are not friends anymore. And it mostly comes down to money. It's either someone cheating on each other or it's usually money, because people went over there with only they only were able to afford a flight. They couldn't even afford the ground transport from the airport to the fucking Airbnb and shit. So there are some people that are just rolling they're like, you know what, I'm young. I don't want to deny myself the ability to go to Cancun. So even though I know I can't afford to go to Cancun, I'm going to pay for this ticket and just hope I figure it out. And obviously you don't figure it out when you go there. And you usually, when it comes to holidays, you usually underestimate how much it's going to cost you. But yeah, I did see a video. Hopefully I find it. If I can find it, I'll react to it later. But there was a video I saw of like this trend of people going on friends' holidays and going on friends' holidays broke, where they all they will cover was the flights and maybe accommodation, but they have no spending money, or they have like $50. Do you know what I mean? For like a week's trip in fucking Cancun, which is fucking insane.
Give you a little bit of grace if you're not fully investing. Okay. But this is like basic survival shit. It needs to be just as critical as having like a first aid kit in the house, because it's that serious. And that's what causes Americans to just fuck up their houses financially. An emergency happens, a layoff happens, and they're not ready. It's scary, and people are not ready.
I know, it's like that. The problem is,
but it shouldn't be like that though. It shouldn't be so make or break. That's the reason. That's why we're in a bad position. It shouldn't be just because you got let go of your little job in fucking Tesco's, all of a sudden now you might get evicted. That's too much. It shouldn't be that make or break. That's the main issue. The main issue is that someone has a little bit of a, you know what I mean, a stumbling block in their finances and their income, and suddenly it fucking flips their whole world upside down. Do you know what I mean? Because the cost of living is so high. That is the main problem for me. Let's address that as well. Let's not tell people to like not spend any money on a drive-through, not to treat themselves to a fucking, you know, DoorDash meal here and there, not to do what that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. That doesn't seem like a life worth living to me personally.
hearing that with young people, it's like that's boring.
It is.
You know,
I know.
They don't want to think that way. They just want to go have fun. They want to play video games. They want to go to the bar.
Which is fair. But a 6-month emergency fund isn't that crazy. It's not saving millions for retirement.
Yeah.
Do that, then have some fun.
True.
Get to 3 months, then have a little bit of fun while you're saving to 6.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just that.
That's fair.
Or at least at a minimum be able to cover your highest insurance deductible.
That's fair.
Or like a 1-month emergency fund. Have something. The fact that 40% don't have $400 set aside.
That's fair.
Not for a rainy day, for an actual emergency is terrifying.
That's very, very true. But to be fair, what I found really helpful lately, because I was never really good with my finances before. What I found really helpful is apps like Monzo and Revolut have like built-in little games and things that you can kind of, it takes money off your fucking account every month, which is really good. So I've got one where it's like a 2p challenge. I've got quite a bit on that one. There's a few other ones where I think the one is at 2p challenge a day or something. There's these pots, there's these games things built into the app, right? Built into the Monzo banking app and the Revolut banking app, where it kind of just takes money out of your salary every month and it puts it into another pot, which is saving. You can access it any time, but it's usually, it's not on your main screen either. It's kind of down below, and that kind of helps me to have some. And then when I look back, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know I had all this saved, but it was coming out. You know what I mean, little by little, without you even paying attention. So that sort of stuff really helps if you're not really financially disciplined or prudent, as most people are when they like literally physically take money out. And you know what I mean, I don't usually do that. I just try and have it automatic in the background to kind of, you know, help me going forward, because I'm coming from a place where, you know, saving wasn't really a thing in my lexicon. But I really like Caleb Hammmer. I'll actually show you, big up Sean said never heard of this guy. Caleb's really good, man. I really recommend you check him out. He's got a really good channel. His shorts go kind of viral from my side of things. From what I remember, his shorts go really fucking viral. I really like some of his shorts when they go viral, but he does a really good job in terms of trying to educate people on their finances and shit. So let me see if I can get his channel up and show you just some of these popular, some of the most popular ones that he's got here. Caleb Hammmer. Let's go on his account. There we go. It's called Caleb Financial. Let me put it on the screen. Let me just go for a popular. Let me just go for shorts and just sort it through popular and see what I want. There you go.
You're living off of begging for money on Twitter?
Yeah.
So who are your simps? Who are these simps?
No. That's my ad revenue. I'm monetized on Twitter.
How many followers do you have?
2,200.
How am I not monetized? Am I?
Have you tried applying for it? You just need 5 million impressions. I
kind of want those piercings, by the way. I kind of want those piercings. I don't know if I should be getting them. Maybe I should get my eyebrows one, but I kind of want these piercings on under the lip. They look kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie.
100 followers. I had 34 million impressions at one point, so they kind of like.
Why? How?
I just reply to big accounts, and so with the check mark, it boosts you up. So people like, you know.
You played the system. 43,000. You're living off of beg.
Well, Podcast Stream doesn't like him, you know. He doesn't like him. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll check that out later.
You're living off of begging for money on Twitter?
No. That's my ad.
How much have you spent on gas stations total?
Each is worth about like 3 to 4 mil. That's like the land plus all the facilities.
How many do you own?
About 3 right now, and we're going to 4th.
What's your yearly cash flow for these?
So I can text my accounts. They'll know. I just call them. Hey, how much, like, in the gas stations have I invested so far, would you say? Yeah, the down payment was about $1 million each, we borrowed up to 4, so. And what about the cash flow is right now? I know at one point we were looking at like 85,000 a year profit from one, but total. Yeah, so yeah, I don't really like know it off the top usually because I don't really look at them for profitability. It's more of just so I can reduce that on paper to the IRS. How much I'm making because I have all these business expenses.
What was the intent behind these gas station purchases then? As a tax vehicle?
Tax vehicle.
Okay.
Yep.
How much have you spent on gas stations total? What do you do for a living?
I work for Caleb Hammmer.
How much do you make a year?
I make $50,000 base. Get him, Graham. Get him. Come on.
That's 50 grand. That's what you're starting off at.
You get more than that.
It's $50,000 base. I also get a cut of the sponsor fund. And Caleb, he's like, we're aiming for 100.
You'll make double that this year, probably. Yeah. What do you do for a living?
No way someone working for a YouTuber in the UK is gonna make 50k. No way. 50k. What I don't even think KSI and them man are paying anyone in their stuff 50k. Oh, honestly, America's sick, man. America's sick. He also gets a cut of the AdSense and stuff. Like, Jesus, man. America. I know you guys have a lot more to pay for over there. You know, medical stuff and, you know, HOA fees and shit. But America, man, fuck, bro. There's honestly, I said before, like, there's people like doing social media managing jobs like I used to do, right? Being a social media manager and doing like 50k in America. And I barely touched 30, 35 even, being a social media manager. Motherfuckers, man, the salaries over there are fucking wild.
What do you do for a living?
I'm currently a server at an Italian restaurant.
High-end Italian or Olive Garden?
It's a little above like an Olive Garden type situation.
Okay, so you're probably not making that much. What are you making?
I just went up from 13 to 14 an hour. for my hourly rate, and then my tips I usually make anywhere from like 600 to 1,000 a week in tips.
What normally hits your account with tips and everything included on a monthly basis?
Anywhere between 4,000 and 5,000.
Jesus,
hits your account.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
As a waitress, as a fucking waitress. But don't get me wrong. I think if you're on a salary, because you're usually salaried and hourly pay in the UK when it comes to being a server, so you probably would get about what, $2,000, 1,000. Then if there's a place that does accept tips, because not everywhere do accept tips, and sometimes they'll make you split the tips to everybody else. So it's not like individual. So you might still get paid a decent amount. But Jesus, a server in a restaurant, 4,000 to 5,000. Big up her, man. Big up her.
Oh,
I know.
So 4,500, is that what we're gonna say?
Yeah, I would say about.
So
direct
$54,000 a year net?
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't claim your your tips.
Do.
Your tips?
They're on there, yeah.
You claim your tips?
Yeah, my credit card and my cash.
Really?
Every night, yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
No, we have to.
Cash?
Yeah.
So $54,000 a year at 21. Why are you struggling?
My boyfriend split up, so we broke our lease.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that happens, isn't it? It's always a man, in it. It's always a man at the center of a woman's financial issues, at the center of a woman's life being flipped upside down. There's always a man. There's always a man responsible, man. Big up us men, man. Big up us men. We know how to build, but we also know how to destroy, don't we? Us men, we know how to build, but we also know how to destroy. Big up all the women out there that have to put up with us. Ay. We are builders, but we're also destroyers. We are builders, but we are also destroyers. Okay, talking about destroying, talking about potentially destroying. Have you guys heard about this news? Courtesy of RA. Whore, right? I always pronounce it whore. I don't know if they pronounce whore or horror, but regardless, you know the platform I'm talking about. The toilet DJ live streaming platform with a neon green hue that went viral a few years ago, that has kind of fallen into a state of disrepute because their founders are Israeli, and during the whole the start of the war in Gaza and stuff, people kind of found that out, didn't like it, and then if I'm not mistaken, when people were on the show on Horde itself DJing, doing the whole live streaming thing and wearing t-shirts in protest of the war and obviously supporting Palestine, the owners of the platform felt personally offended because they're Israeli, and they told the people to remove some of their garments that they were wearing in protest and support of Palestine. That led to a lot of backlash online, and eventually it led to a boycott. It led to a boycott of a lot of big DJs, the ones that would bring all the views and stuff. And now, because a lot of the big DJs kind of boycotted it, it now feels like they don't really get a lot of big names anymore. They do get some, but not as much as before. And it's now turned in more to like, it feels more local. I'm not gonna lie. When I check the names, I don't really recognize a lot of people, but it feels more local. It feels like they're kind of putting on a lot of like local DJs and collecting stuff, which is a good thing. But I'm not too sure if it's helped them business wise, if it's really damaged their business. Because, you know, I'd imagine if you've got like a DJ live streaming platform, yes, it's good to put on local people, but you also want to have some big names come through, because that helps to offset the cost of having people that no one knows. You could take more chances with unknown people if you have the big names coming in, offsetting some of the costs with the views and shit. Anyway, long story less long. They've not had a good, I think, couple of years, whore. And I wonder if this acquisition is part of it, or if this is a good thing. I'm not too sure. This is courtesy of RA. It says Whore is acquired by Berlin-based music services company 99 Solutions. 99 Solutions managing director Stephanie Roon described it as a new chapter for the troubled online broadcaster. So Whore has been acquired by 99 Solutions. Does that mean they're going to get rid of the original founders, the Israeli guys who were offended that everybody was wearing the fucking Palestine t-shirts in protest or whatever? I'm not too sure. Let's read the article here below. 99 Solutions has acquired electronic music live streaming platform Whore. Announced today, June 5th, the deal seals the Berlin-based music services company take full ownership of Whore.live.gmbh. The company behind online broadcaster Whore will continue to operate as an independent brand according to the new owners. In a statement, 99 Solutions said it plans to invest in Whore's infrastructure while expanding areas including label services, publishing, bookings, and partnerships. 99 Solutions Manager Director Stephanie Whore says a new chapter. Oh, interesting. So it's still gonna. So they're going to do full service. It's going to be about publishing, bookings, partners. So they're going to do a lot more ads and stuff and deals with big partners and stuff. Because now they do like some stuff with festivals, but they don't do a lot of things like with Ray-Ban or with like Nike and stuff. So I think that's going to come forward. And I'm interested about the bookings. That's interesting too. So they're going to have a booking side of whore. So I guess they're going to sign some people. Maybe if you go on there and you get a lot of views and they see that you've got a bit of pull, they might sign you onto their booking platform, and then I guess what? You'll pay a fee to be on their platform, or will they take a chunk out of your booking fee? I don't know how that's going to work, but they're going to have a booking platform, it seems. Founded in 2019 by Tel Aviv born. Look at RA being messy. Look at RA being messy. I never knew the founders of Whore were Israeli until whole controversy happened when people post, because I think they made a big mistake. The founders of Whore should have never try to take people's right to protest away from them on the stream. I understand them being Israeli, because it must be difficult, right? I've said it before, like not a lot of people are going to have sympathy for people that are Israeli who are existing or work within the dance music industry or whatever scene. I think it must be really difficult if you're an Israeli person, you're not fucking IDF, you're not a fucking Zionist, but you're from your country, right? You love your country. And you're seeing all this anti-Israeli rhetoric out there, especially in the dance music scene, because most people in the dance music scene are pro-Palestinian or pro-Palestine, which makes complete sense. But you're going to feel kind of ostracized. You're going to feel kind of attacked. You're going to feel kind of marginalized. It's going to make you feel weird because everyone hates your country. Everyone's going to immediately think you're in the IDF. Everyone's going to immediately think you're a Zionist. Everyone's going to immediately think you're a Benjamin Netanyahu, you're apologist and shit. Everyone's going to think you're a you advocate for genocide. So it's going to be a weird place to be in. But I feel like the whole founders made a really big misstep when they tried to remove people's right to protest and say, hey, you can't wear this t-shirt. You can't. No, they should never have done that. They should have let people in a perfect world. What should have happened? There should have been the ability for everybody in the scene to protest and to speak about what they wanted to speak about, however bad that may have seemed, if that makes sense. So if you're a pro-Israeli and you went to fly that flag and you were performing on Boiler Room, you should have been allowed to do so. But I think in the beginning and even nowadays, I feel like if a very pro-Israeli person wanted to go on Boiler Room wearing an Israeli t-shirt, they probably wouldn't let them do it. But if someone went on a Boiler Room wearing a pro-Palestinian t-shirt, they'll let them do it, you know? So I feel like if we could able to have a grown-up conversation around it and let people kind of protest and represent what they want to represent, for, you know what I mean? I think that'll be fine. But the moment they try to silence people and tell them they can't wear a particular t-shirt, they can't wear a particular scarf, no. That's when they kind of fuck themselves. That's when they kind of fucked themselves, and they made it seem like they were choosing a side, and the side they were choosing was the side of the people committing genocide, you know? So yeah, this probably was the only way out. This probably was the only way to kind of solve this issue. And I wonder if it also affected their stock price or the money that they used to purchase, or the money that was, total that was used to pay, because it's not as an attractive proposition as it once was. Maybe, I don't know. Founded in 2019 by a Tel Aviv born Ori Itzhaki and somebody called Doron Charlie Maisley or Maisty, Whore has been facing intense scrutiny in recent years following controversy surrounding its moderation policy and statements on Israel and Palestine prompting artist boycotts and the removal of sets from the platform. Oh yeah, true. Bare people got their ones deleted, innit? I know River Moon was one, but a lot of prominent DJs not only stopped going on there, but also told them to delete their sets. Crazy, innit? Told them to delete their sets on there. So, founded in 2023 by Ron and Nico Melkberg. Or is it Mecklenburg? 99 Solutions is primarily a holding and investment vehicle that owns stakes in music entertainment businesses per company house. The wider network around the company includes artist management and publishing businesses. 99 Solutions also acquired a stake in Berlin fintech company 1212, which provides financing assistance against music royalty revenues. The company said that the investment is intended to help connect artists, rights holders, and music businesses. Financial terms on both deals are not disclosed. So yeah, man, Whore has been purchased by 99 Solutions. I'm really curious to see what this means going forward. Does this mean the beginning of the end? Does this mean the founder stepping back at a certain point? I'm really curious to see how it plays out. Let me see what they're saying on the Instagram, actually. Let me see what they're saying on the Instagram about this particular story, because this will be interesting to see what people on the scene are saying about it. Did they post on Instagram? Did they post that news there on Instagram? Panel discussion, Primavera. Oh, they haven't posted on here. They have not posted about it on here just yet, it seems like. They posted about the 2000s Primavera cancellations, but they haven't posted anything regarding who's that? Is that what should we call it? Pologonia. So yeah, they haven't posted anything about it at the moment, so we don't know what they think about it. But big up Whore, man. Big up Whore. That shit must be hard. That shit must be difficult to do. Did they post about it on their Instagram? Let me see if they post about it on their Instagram. And let's see, Whore Berlin. It's I think it's Whore Berlin Instagram. I think that's what it is, right? I think it's Whore Berlin. Let me just double check and make sure. Let's see. Did they post about it on here? They probably wouldn't need to, innit? It's probably not a business thing you want to go on here. Nope, no news about it on there. Oh, DJ Hell was there. He's a big DJ. They had DJ Hell on there recently. Big up DJ Hell. He's been on there recently. They're on tour in Tilburg in September the 18th. Is this for Dre Mullen or something else? I don't know what that is for. DJ Hell. Somebody called Sarah Summers was there. They had Peril. Peril's a pretty big DJ. She's playing on it. So, I don't know. If it's either the cancellation is ending, this is like a soft cancellation. Peril's on there. So, it seems like a soft cancellation. Everyone's kind of changing their mind and maybe going back on there and ignoring all the fucking protests and shit. Yeah, looks like everyone's going back on there, it seems like, maybe. For better or worse. For better or worse. Any statement on there by Whore? No statement or anything on there about anything. Nothing so far about 99 Solutions. We don't have any news regarding what's going on there, but big up Whore regardless. Big up Whore. Hopefully this helps them to keep them on their feet and going, because like I said, I think they're an important platform to have. There's not a lot of them out there. I know some have replaced, some have kind of filled the void that they've had on there. I think one particular place in, is it Brussels? I think they do pretty well in terms of DJ live streaming. There's another place also, I forgot what the name of it is. I think it might be in like Switzerland or something that's doing bits as well when it comes to DJ live streams. But I don't know, for Berlin and stuff, I think they... Oh, there's another one in Berlin too. I forgot the name. It's got like mirrors on the back. They're doing pretty well too. I think it's called like Loan or something. There's another platform called, like, is it Loan or Looney or something like that? So a lot of... There's one or two places that have kind of popped in that are kind of taking their spot, it feels like, man. So hopefully this can allow them to get back to that level again, because when Whore first came about, man, they put a lot of people on. Honestly, they put a lot of people on that I wouldn't have known about. They reinvigorated the scene. It was a real good contrast of Boiler Room. It was a lot more, you know, dare I say, like, you know, underground, I guess, for lack of a better term. I quite liked it, man. And then when you saw a big artist on there, it was kind of a surprise, and you know, it kind of helped to kind of mix things up a little bit. But it's a shame how it kind of all fell apart. But now there's a few other platforms out there doing their thing. There's this platform called Loan or Looney that's also in Berlin doing a couple bits and bobs as well. So let's see how it kind of goes up. Let's see. This is Nini H, right? Nini H with who? Nini H with somebody called Cora. Big up Nini H. So yeah, there's a few people out here doing their thing, man. And who's this? Nini H with somebody else? Was it all night long? She was with other people. Nini H with Cena XX. Fair play. Nini H with who? Who's that? Nini H with Lawrence Lee. Big up Lawrence Lee. What are they saying? Fuck, Nini H all day long, innit, right? Back to back to everybody. She back to back in everybody. Somebody called Lobster NL from Netherlands, I'm assuming. Out there doing his thing. Fair play, man. So yeah, a lot of platforms out there doing their thing. A lot of platforms out there doing their thing. Godspeed to Whore. Godspeed to fucking Whore. You love to see it. You love to feel it. You love to see it. You love to fucking feel it. Okie dokie. Moving on. Let's get rid of some of these bits and bobs here before it starts to move. We got everybody tuning in. If you're here for the first time and you see what you like what you see, smash like button, hit subscribe. As I said earlier, we're streaming every single day for the month of June. If you want to join in, make sure you Become a member. Get access to the member-only streams. Link down below. Become a member. Try to get 500 members by the end of the month. That'd be pretty fucking sick if I do. You can become a member on here or become a member on my Kick, which I'm streaming live to as well at kick.com/Agostino all one word, kick.com/Agostino Zinga. You get access to all my streams, all my things over there. Cool, let's go. Primavera Sound, man. I got a lot of FOMO because I'm not out there right now. I would love to be there. One of my favorite festivals I've ever been to in my entire life. It's one of the places that I always encourage people. If anyone had ever asked me what festival should I go to, especially if they're talking about some UK festival, I always tell them, fuck a UK festival, save your money and go to fucking Barcelona. Go to Primavera Sound, because Primavera Sound was one of my greatest, best festival experience I've ever had. Even though I lost money there, got pickpocketed and shit for a couple of times, I always had a fucking blast. Great city, great music culture, great scene, and Primavera, just in terms of the scope and the range of genres and artists they have booked there, is so fucking good. So fucking good. But when Primavera goes wrong, it goes wrong. Right? When it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Now, I'm not too sure why, but weather seems to affect Primavera quite a lot. Maybe it's because they usually have Primavera along the beach. It's like a venue, it's like a fucking sports thing. I forgot what the name of it is, next to the beach. So maybe that's why the weather affects them badly. Maybe it's where Barcelona is on the map. I'm not too fucking sure. But there are usually a lot of weather scares at Primavera where there'll be, there'll be too much wind. A band can't perform. This particular section of the festival is completely shut down, and it usually just happens on like a day's notice, or maybe sometimes on the same day. So I felt really bad when I saw this news, but I've been there before, so I can kind of, know what they're feeling like. But I can imagine if it's your first time, you're probably pissed, especially if you saved up a bunch, you traveled a long distance to get there, and now the person you want to see, you can't see them play, even though they're there and ready to go, because the weather is too crazy and too dangerous, and they can't afford for any mistakes to happen, and somebody gets injured, and then they're liable. This courtesy of RA. Primavera Sound cancels Massive Attack, Bad Gyal, Doja Cat. Could you imagine? Those are three big acts, especially Bad Gyal and Doja Cat. You'd imagine those two particular artists have a huge pull from that kind of audience that goes to watch Primavera, right? I'd imagine just in Barcelona alone, Bad Gyal's probably super massive over there, right? Being a reggaeton artist. So I can only imagine how gut-wrenching it must have been for fans who were looking so forward to seeing Doja Cat, Bad Gyal, and Massive Attack perform. Cannot, because the weather went crazy. Let's read the article. Primavera Sound's opening day was severely disrupted by storms, leading organizers to cancel performances by Massive Attack, Bad Gyal, and Doja Cat. The Barcelona Festival initially suspended activity across several stages yesterday, June 4th, as heavy rain and thunderstorms swept across Parc de la Forum. Early in the evening, a statement shared on Instagram confirmed the sets by Alex G, Mac DeMarco had been cancelled. Oh, I'd be so gutted. Mac DeMarco is so good live as well. Mac DeMarco is sensational live. Like, if you like Mac DeMarco's albums, if you like Mac DeMarco singing on tunes, seeing Mac DeMarco live, seeing him improv, seeing him do little fucking edits and changes of the songs and riff here and there. And one time I saw him perform, he removed all his fucking clothes, just playing guitar in his fucking pants and his Vans, like smoking a cigarette. Like, honestly, such a good performer, such a good stage presence, such a good showman. So to miss out on that, oh, gut-wrenching. Shortly before midnight, a second Instagram post revealed that the headline performances from Massive Attack, Bad Gyal, and Doja Cat would also not be going ahead, citing a combination of adverse weather, technical conditions that made the shows unsafe to stage. Other parts of the festival continued where possible, with some stages reopening later in the night. And the really sad thing about it is that when it does get going, it's one of the best festivals ever. Especially with the sound. The sound is fucking incredible. I don't know how they do it, especially given that a lot of the stages are like, open air and stuff. But the sound is incredible. Doesn't matter where you're standing, at the back, to the side, to the front, in the middle. The sound is so good. It's such a well-produced festival. It's a shame they don't actually live stream a lot of it. Maybe that's why they don't. Maybe that's why it's so well done. They don't have to focus on the internet side. But if they did live stream some of it, people would see the fucking greatness of what they do, because it's really fucking well done. It continues. Local weather authorities have issued warnings for intense rainfall, thunderstorms across Catalonia, with reports forecasting 40 to 60 millimeters of rain within an hour during the evening. Ooh, those flash rains, man, those flash floods, those flash storms are crazy. Festival operators were temporarily reduced with a handful of functioning stages as organizers assessed site conditions. Cancellations affected one of Primavera's most anticipated opening nights in recent years. Massive Attack were making their first appearance at the festival after cancelling a scheduled 2022 headline set, while Doja Cat and Bad Girl were among Thursday's top billed acts. This year's edition runs from June 4th to June 7th, so you know there's still some days go, with remaining headliners including The Cure, the XX, The Gorillaz, My Bloody Valentine, and Skrillex. Oh no. Hopefully this doesn't mean that it's the end. Hopefully there's more. Hopefully they're going to be able to have all the other acts performing throughout the rest of the days. It says here, due to adverse weather conditions, Alex G's performance on the Revolut stage and Mac DeMarco's performance on the Ascendiant stage have been cancelled. We're closely monitoring the situation. Beautiful. Absolutely horrifying. Horrifying. I don't know what's worse, me going to Primavera solely to see Frank Ocean and then him cancelling the day before, or actually getting there and then the weather takes a turn and you can't fucking, you know what I mean? You can't enjoy it. Awful, awful, awful. Let's see their stories actually. What's going on in their stories? Let's see what they're saying, what they're posting on their stories about it. Official statement regarding Thursday's program. What they're saying here. Let's see, what did they say? Late yesterday evening around 9 p.m, a yellow weather warning from the Metacote IAMT weather conditions forced the cancellation of part of the program. Firstly, the rain and strong gusts of wind reaching 80 kilometers per hour forced the cancellation of Alex G's performance. Then the persistent rain and wind made it impossible for Mac DeMarco's team to set up on time. The Capra and Schwarzkopf and Port stages continued with their scheduled programming, allowing the concerts of OK Lou, Father John Misty, Agriculture, Skull Crusher to go ahead. Meanwhile, the festival organizers worked determinedly alongside Massive Attack, Doja Cat and Bad Girl teams to ensure the performances of the Australia Dam and Revolut stages could return. Unfortunately, the rain and particularly the wind persisted in the areas of the stage, ultimately making it impossible for safety reasons for Massive Attack to perform at the Australia stage and Doja Cat to perform at the Revolut stage. We understand and share the frustration and disappointment of the audience regarding the situation. On Monday, details will be provided regarding a refund process on Thursday's tickets and the cost of which will be refunded. Festival has opened its doors this Thursday, this afternoon. So yeah, I guess, again, communication wise, they probably could have improved the communication. But there's really nothing you can do when it comes to the weather. There's really nothing really you can do. Yes, they probably should have communicated this sooner. I'm sure there was a lapse in it because Primavera are known for being a little bit lackadaisical when it comes to comms. But all in all, there's nothing. This is really out of their control, man. Because if it would have went ahead and something terrible happened, they'd be blamed for it as well. Do you know what I mean? So I get it. Overmono performing. We got Overmono. Primavera Sound fans. Yard Club.
Hi, we're Caroline, and this is RPS Music. You have to buy a ticket and find out.
Yeah, well said. It's a lot of practice and repeat and repetition, like with all things in life. Isn't that right, guys? We have a hard time teaching these songs to people because they're not that formulaic necessarily. But yeah, I don't know. We manage it, I think. I don't know.
I think it's like a lot of Caroline songs. It's like the timing isn't sort of standard, but it's kind of queuing between us. Mm-hmm. And so it makes a lot of sense when you're in it. But maybe from the outside, it seems more esoteric than it is.
Do we?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what is it hard. I guess it is more difficult now because of how hard it is to make money from music. It probably is more tricky. I mean, like we really love doing it, and we kind of make it work by doing other jobs on the side.
What would be a typical punishment? It's just me playing only Bob Dylan.
that's not totally.
Les teves cançons molts cops semblen una mica alguns trossos del teu diari. A vegades et sents una mica sobreexposat, en plan, uau, he dit massa, com no puc controlar-ho.
Okay, so everyone's playing then. Big up Mac DeMarco. Everyone's playing. Oh, honestly, I love Primavera. Such a great festival, man. One of the great festivals ever. Is that Ethel Kane? Big up Ethel Kane. Is that? Oh, it does. They do stream it. Where the fuck are they streaming it? They stream Primavera. Where? On Twitch? Oh, they stream Primavera on Twitch. I didn't know that. Addison Rae performing live. I had no idea. Oh, damn. I didn't know they streamed. Okay, I had no idea. I didn't know they streamed it. They actually do stream Primavera Sound. My bad. I didn't know. I didn't think it was live streamed. I thought it was only just like you had to be there. Fuck. Big up Addison Rae. Big up Addison Rae. Absolute. She's a really good performer, by the way. Really fucking good performer. Oh, to say my name. So tiny. Oof. Dangerous. Lucky she's got a lot of gay fans. Big up Addison Rae, but lucky. Fucking no, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. So big up them. So yeah, it is going ahead. But the weather thing is a fucking bitch. Yeah, big up Addison Rae, big up everybody else at Primavera Sound, especially those of you that are getting rained down over there. It must have been fucking awful. I think I saw a clip here on Resident Advisor with some of the pictures of the rain and shit. That must have been fucking awful. Oof. What's that? I flew from Australia to see Massive Attack and Doja Cat. Waited hours in the rain with no communication. We were told the whole festival was cancelled for the day by the security guard, so we left. As soon as we got back to our hotel, we got a notification Massive Attack would be playing in an hour. We put on dry clothes, headed back to stand in the rain again for 2 hours. Massive Attack was again inevitably cancelled. We walked home twice, completely soaked and in a stampede of people. Gross negligence from the festival. Jeez, that sounds awful. But one thing you should know though when you go to a festival, never listen to security guards. Just wait until you cannot wait longer. Never listen to the first thing they say. When they say it's cancelled or whatever, never listen. Never listen to what they say. Just wait until you can wait no more, then go. But don't just listen to what they say. When they say, oh yeah, it's cancelled, just go home. No. Don't listen to that. Because things can change so quickly in those moments. I flew from abroad to attend the festival only to spend more than 3 hours standing in the rain, trying to understand which bands would perform and which would not. The communication organizations were extremely poor throughout the night. The severe weather was nothing more than a regular Thursday in England. Glastonbury looking at this video laughing. At least Overmoon and Osaka performed. I can only be happy about these tourists realizing Primavera is just a cash money. It's just a cash grab nowadays. With 300 plus euros in tickets, so the locals can't afford it. It only feeds gentrification. Oh really? So local Barcelona people don't like it because it's not affordable, I guess. Arguably the worst problem is the city the whole country is facing. People, please don't come back to your overpriced Airbnbs. You are taking the houses and the neighborhoods from the locals. Jesus Christ. Palantir weather machine being deployed after Geese played to trick people into thinking those honks are really only music left. Mother Earth keeping the score. This is going to happen more and more at these big festivals. Think about all the fuel used to drive all the artists and attendees, and the cashless nature at most of these festivals, the data gathering whenever you go to a booth or swipe your card, the mass surveillances at and around the venue, the plastic straws, the cups, the plastic straws, you mean the paper straws, the ground, everyone leaves. Festivals of this size were never fit for the environment, and now it's going to be increasingly difficult with immigration and visa issues. Private equity slivered into the industry as well, and they really don't care. We collectively need to stop going to these large-scale events. Start supporting your smaller venues, independent music, and non-corporized art. This includes you, Massive Attack. Heavy storm. This is Barcelona normal weather. Wind is a bit strong for like an hour. Normal rain. They had time to prepare. They didn't. Weather was announced more than a week ago. It was going to be like this. They had everyone leave the festival, then come back to cancel it again. No communication at all besides via Instagram, which was insane because there's literally no signal inside. Instead of letting people know via speakers or screens, they decided to put their ads on the screens while everyone was just waiting to get led from one way to another. So a lot of bad communication, it seems like, from Primavera, man. They kind of fucked up here. They kind of fucked up, it seems like. They kind of fucked up, it seems like. Hopefully everyone gets home safe, though. Hopefully everyone gets home safe. That's the main thing. That's the blood clot main thing. Okay, Lou, on the conditions. Kudos to the team. It's been hard. I hope the festival can offer better working conditions for the future, because half of the team came back on the bus unfed, soaking wet. So Primavera logistically has been about, so for an attendee it's decent, but it seems like behind the scenes there's always a bit of shit going on with Primavera. Okay, fair play. Fair play, it seems like. Fair play. And here's Doja Cat crying about it. Doja Cat seemed very emotional. She seems like she was ready to go. She had a very extravagant, elaborate outfit on. So I can only imagine how crazy her set would have been. She's usually a really sick performer, so it's a shame that Doja Cat couldn't perform.
So tonight, because oh my god, I'm in Barcelona, and I was very ready to do my show, and sorry, I'm not trying to be hysterical.
Yeah. Cope vape. Nice.
So I'm not trying to be hysterical. So I'm just trying to calm myself down. But tonight, I was supposed to be performing at around 11 o'clock. The time that the festival closes out, like hard out, it was like 2 a.m. or something like that. There's obviously a sound curfew and things like that. They shut the sound off, everything. So you guys know that. At least everyone who's coming tonight knows that. I really wanted to do this show, and I remember I woke up in the morning, I was so fucking tired and like just not in it. I was not feeling good, and the only thing that really made me feel good about the day was that I was going to be able to go out there
perform
and be with you guys and be able to do my show. And the weather was not going to get any better. I didn't know that. I don't think anybody really truly knew how bad it was going to get, but it got bad, and it got bad on the wrong day. And this doesn't happen like this. Like, I always am able to, you know, whatever. Like, if it's fucking raining, it's raining. And the universe even was like, bitch, it's raining. You're going to go up there and you're going to do what you have to do. Because it, like, I know people are like, oh, this demonic, ungodly bitch doesn't believe in anything. She doesn't have any beliefs. She just believes the devil, demonic shit. And, like, it's like, I believe that the universe brought me this beautiful fucking plastic poof sleeve outfit with a goddamn swimsuit on. I have literal water fucking soluble, and I don't know the word, but like, you know what I mean? Whatever. I have a swimsuit on. Like, this was meant to be. Tonight was supposed to happen. And it didn't. And that means something. I don't know what the fuck it means, but it wasn't supposed to happen. This is not supposed to happen. And I really wanted to see you guys tonight, and I love you so much.
It's a real shame, man, because she's a, say what you want about her politics, about what she does online, she can be a little bit annoying and shit, but when it comes to being a performer, when it comes to hitting that stage and giving you a show, Doja Cat's in a league of her own, mate. Doja Cat is in a league of her own when it comes to performing. So I can only imagine what she would have done on that stage. She would have tore that stage, even in the rain. I think Doja Cat's the type of person that even in the rain, she would have turned that stage into a fucking. She would shoot him. It would have been memorable. It would have been one of those like, oh my god, do you remember? Where were you when you saw the clips of her performing on stage? I think she would have killed it in the rain. She would have fucking killed it. Because real dancers, having danced myself when I was a bit younger, real dancers know rain is lubricant. Rain is like steroid. Rain is like dancing steroids. For some reason, dancing in the rain has something about it. I don't know what it is about dancing in the rain, but real dancers know when you dance in the rain, that's like the real. You know what I mean? It brings something out of you. It turbocharges you. So I think she would have fucking killed it. She would have destroyed it. And the Primavera crowd, they love a good performer. She's a fucking amazing stage performer. She's a great showman. She knows what she's doing on there. She commands it well. She's literally, apart from, her stuff outside of music, I think in music, I always say Doja Cat's definitely in a league of her own. Like there's no one close to her, really. No one really. I think the only person I'd say even close to Doja Cat when it comes to performance or all round and being an artist, maybe, might be like Pink Pantress and fucking Tyler. But I don't think Tyler has the vocals or whatever, do you know what I mean? But I think in terms of like vocal performance, choreography, stage presence and stuff, Doja Cat's in a league of her own. She's like up. So real shame that the fans couldn't see her perform, but I guess health and safety is most important. I guess health and safety and them things there is most important. Continuing on with some other news concerning music attendees and stuff and DJ shit. New York venue Public Records announces major sound system upgrade. So if you're in New York, you should be happy about this collaboration. The collaborative redesign can be found in the atrium. Courtesy of RA, it says Public Records has upgraded its sound system in the atrium. The collaboration marked the second between Devon Turnbull, the engineer behind the Otis. Wow, they got an Otis sound system. Jesus Christ, that must have cost a lot, innit? Because that's one of my dreams music setups I have in my crib or in my studio. That's one of my dream setups. I have like an OJS fucking sound system in my fucking studio. That'd be fucking sick. But obviously I have to keep the studio hidden so no one comes in and steals my shit. But that'd be fucking sick. So they must have some money, man. The Norwegian firm NN for the New York venue. They previously created a smaller sound system for the club's outdoor space, the nursery. Turnbull also created a sound system for the club's main room, the sound room. The atrium is Public Records' secondary space and has hosted Cynthia, Up Sammy, and Jump Source this year. 6 flown ONM loudspeakers, the visual sonic centerpiece of the system to complement the industrial architecture of the room, provide the true reproduction of the sound source materials on Instagram. OJS currently has a hi-fi listening room on display at the Cooper Hewitt Smithsonian Design Museum, and then recently upgraded the sound system of the London club Fabrics and NN2 as well. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's check that out too. I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this stuff on Instagram. Let me see this. Big up everybody tuning in, by the way. Smash like, hit subscribe if you're already not here. Smash like, hit subscribe. Let's see. Renovations compromise a full sound design. Oh wow, Fabric did actually upgrade room 2 and 3. Man, if only Fabric wasn't Fabric. If only Fabric wasn't Fabric, it would make more, I'd be for it, but Fabric is still Fabric. That's a problem. So let's read this article. A collaboration with the Story London technical manager Matt Smith and Norwegian firm NNNN Audio. Each room has been given a bespoke redesign. In room 2, it's a 6-point system, really a quad with side fills, but the unique thing here is that the multi-cell full range boxes with 21 basses on top. Room 3 is actually really tricky, but the most impressive thing about that system is the new subs. We did the acoustic panels, removed the old systems, and put the new systems up. The changes follow a major upgrade on Fabric's Room 1 system in 2024. So yeah, pretty decent. Again, but it's just a shame that it's Fabric, you know what I mean? All this stuff is fucking amazing, but it's still Fabric at the end of the day. We completed a significant upgrade of the sound systems. So let me hear what Master has to say.
The sound of Fabric, and this is the new Room 2 system.
Oh.
It's a 6-point.
I'd love to play in Room 2 though. That's a fucking great DJ booth to play in. That's a great room to play in. I'd fucking love to play in room 2. Wow.
System. It's really a quad with side fill.
Yeah, of course, my guy Renee Wise there. Can't wait to test these. Yeah, of course. Not surprised, brother. That is a good fucking sound system and DJ booth.
But the unique thing about what's happening here is the multi-cell full range boxes up there with the 21-inch bass horn on top. My name's Matt Smith. I'm head of sound at Fabric, and this is...
It's a good job title, isn't it? Head of sound at Fabric is a fucking great job title. Three-way active system, multi-cell horn loaded with modern coaxial high-end and compression drive bass horn bandwidth. By the way, if somebody is actually looking for a way to get into the dance music industry, I'm sure that this is not new advice, but probably a better advice would be to study sound design or sound in general, or like what they call it? They call it AV or whatever it's called, production. You'll probably have a job for life because clubs will always need sound. Clubs will always need technicians and stuff. So you'll probably have a job for life, and you'll be at the heart of club culture and whatever the scene. You get to be in green rooms. You'll meet all the DJs. You know what I mean? You'll be actually in it. So it's probably, if you actually want to be a part of the scene, forget being a DJ and doing all that corny shit. And obviously, you know, it's inundated. There's just too many people trying to be the same people. So you're better off just actually trying to work in sound. You actually have a job for life. More pictures there. Bi-radial, high frequency horn, 18-inch bass reflex cabinet, 30 hertz, low frequency response, and a passive filter option. The boxes themselves look fucking beautiful as well, design-wise. Really.
My name is Torkel. I'm the CEO at N. I also have a background in industrial design. So I've been working.
That's the fucking thing that I want to do, innit? Or that I did in school. Product design, industrial design. Being an industrial designer is so fucking fun. That's a great title too, by the way. Being an industrial designer might actually beat being a DJ. Or being a fucking content creator. Or being a live streamer. Maybe I should go back to my industrial design roots. Although, you know, saying you studied product design and you studied industrial design are two different things. I think industrial design has a little bit more of a cachet.
On the design of the products. Behind me here is the first product we started designing. The design is very much a kind of Scandinavian influenced form follows function. My name is Torkel. I'm the CEO at N. I also
two-way. Oh, there's really nice boxes, by the way. Two-way horn loaded coaxial speaker, controlled depression, high frequency.
My name is Rune, and I'm the CTO at NNN Audio, what we call the company N.
NNN.
Matt has a lot of tricks. The Devo 23 was the first product. He put them two in each of the arcs in room 3 on top of each other. And then you get the bass from the top of your head to your toes. My name is Rune, and I'm the
two-way horn-loaded coaxial system, controlled depression, high feedback resistance.
So many experiences are becoming virtual and, you know, in solitude. And to have something that is communal, people coming together, a shared experience, something physical. That's really a reaction to our times, I think, and a real quality for people. And I think that's what N's mission is really about, to be part of and serve that shared experience.
And that's what the sound does too. The sound helps to transport you. That's why sound is so important. You go into a place and that's why I think I had such a poor experience in Printworks, because Printworks on its face of it looks like a transportational location. It's going to take you somewhere else, but then you go in there and the sound is kind of basic. The sound is kind of whatever. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really transport you, and you're really aware of your surroundings. You know, instead of being unaware of your surroundings and transported elsewhere, you're made to feel very aware of your surroundings and just how much is lacking. So the sound can play two roles. It can remind you where you're at. It can take you away from where you're at. It can just change the way you see the music, feel the music, everything about it, man. It's fucking important. Especially if you're on the pingers. Especially if you're on the pingers or you just hit the baggy. Those things, that could hit you. The contrast of what happens in clubs when they're preparing it to what's happening during the day or what's happening during the night is interesting, isn't it? The contrast of like all the hard work that goes into it, and all you do as a partner like myself is just go into a dark room and skank, but you have no idea the amount of work that goes into like making that space ready for you to do what you want to do in there. You know, we really don't appreciate enough the people behind the scenes that do all this shit. We really don't. Like, they don't really get much credit for it, you know what I mean? It's just like work that gets done, and people just expect this to be done. They don't really get a pat on the back for the most part. You're not going to get anything written up about you in most of the big press releases and stuff. No one probably knows your name or your face. It's kind of it's like a job that you do just for your. You know what I mean? It's like obviously you know, but it's like there's not a lot of there's more praise put on the fucking DJ than there is the person that actually made sure that that room was sounding a certain way, so that even if you were playing fart noises through the sound system, you'd fucking skank. Again, Fabric is one of the best clubs we have in London. Just a shame about the community, the people that go there, man. Fabric is kind of awesome, especially when you think of the rooms, you think of the chill out area, you think of the location. The bar's pretty shit. I think the drinks are not that greatest, but it is one of our best clubs in London. But it's so terrible, mostly due to the people that go there. The lineups are always stellar. They get great bookings. You know what I mean? Like, but the people that go there, like, it's just, oh, it's so awful, man. It's so awful. Nothing they could do about it, really, but it's such a shame, man. Such a great club with great history, great nights for the most part, great DJs playing, an amazing sound system that they put a lot of money and a cared attention into. Great rooms, but the people that go there, gaga Google. Gaga Google. But yeah, big up them, man. Big up Fabric. Big up Fabric. And then let's go back to this NN place. Actually, I want to double check them. Public Records. This is the new sound system. This might be the smartest sound system in New York right now. Really? Yeah, so as Public Records has unveiled a newly sound system in Atrium, marking the largest development by Ojas and NN audio systems in the venue to date. At the heart of the setup is 6 ONMI loudspeakers combining End's Avant 30 bass horns and Ojas multi-cells horns. The system is further reinforced by 8 Ojas NNTL18 subwoofers, providing extended flow frequency response and increased headroom across the bass spectrum. Representing the next chapter in Public Records' approach to the architectural sound design, the installation deepens the venue's commitment to a holistic listening experience. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's fucking beautiful. I love that the speaker designs, the fucking boxes, they actually look. They actually, do you know what I mean? They kind of add to the interior design of the actual spaces. That's what I love about it. They're not just black boxes, you know? Like, design-wise, the shape, the form factor actually lends itself to kind of adding a little bit of pop, adding something into the spaces themselves and making it a part of the overall experience that you're having. Apart from the sound they're providing, also visually very striking and appealing. Yeah, it looked really cool. Big up Ojas and what they've done there. There's more here as well. Public Records. Great stuff, man. Great stuff from them. Did we get actually what it looks like on the inside, Public Records? What's the video on the inside? Can you see what it looks like on the inside? Is it possible? Let me see if they've got any tagged images of themselves here. I want to see what it looks like on the inside. People are raving in there actually. Yeah. There we go, Public Records. Oof. Great space, isn't it? Fucking hell. Great little clubbing space that looks like, I'm not gonna lie. Not a lot of DJ videos of people playing in here, isn't it? Weirdly enough, not a lot of DJ videos of people playing. I wonder if that's on purpose. Big up them though, big up them, big up Blood Clot Dem. Okie dokie. What else have we got to talk about here? We've got to talk about a couple more things, don't we? We're all required. Oh, let's talk about this actually. Yeah, so big up. We'll finish off the specs and the Alhan stuff. So most of you guys know what's his fucking name? What's his fucking name? Name escapes me now. Poet. Poet's been on a bit of a rampage. He was recently on The Truth, aka Winners Talking podcast, expressing some disappointment that he had with the likes of Alhan, the likes of Specs, the likes of Tigo, who he felt like betrayed him. Some of them stole money from him, some of them just let him down or changed switch up on him when they started making money. And the internet has been split. Social media, or the UK side of Twitter, has been split in terms of their sympathies and who they side with. But I think for the most part, what people have come away from it is thinking that although a lot of people kind of resonate or kind of understand where Poet's coming from and feel bad for him, a lot of people are also questioning why it always seems to happen to Poet. Why Poet always seems to be in situations where people betray him or kind of like break ranks or kind of leave him behind, and he seems to be the common denominator. Why is it in all these situations he is a common denominator? At some points, should he not maybe look in the mirror, maybe think that maybe he has played a role in some of these breakups as well that he's kind of come through? Well, anyway, on top of what Alhan was saying about Poet and his clapback, which I thought was really good, and he kind of explained his side of the story really well too. And I think people kind of understood where he was coming from in that scenario. Specs also sat down and said some things about Poet because he was one of the first guests on Alhan's new show, and what Specs had to say was really fucking funny. And again, I think the humorous side that he kind of talked with it kind of showed me that it's not that deep really. They don't really take him too seriously, and maybe Poet is kind of known to be a guy that maybe just complains a little bit too much. Maybe is unable to recognize the fault that he played in certain things, and maybe as well just that the relationship just came to a natural conclusion. It came to a natural end. So maybe there isn't really that much bad blood between them. It's just one of those things where at this stage of their careers, at this stage of their journeys, they just would rather go their own way and do their own thing. That might just be it. It might not be even more deeper than that. But the one thing that I kind of got away from it was, what I took away from this whole shebang has been that it feels like to me that Poet needs to do a little bit more internal work. Because if it's true what happened to him and his baby mum, and how she allegedly has gone back to her home country, I'm assuming, which is Sweden, and taken the kids away from him, and he doesn't have any contact with the kids, and she isn't making it easy for him to find them, and he said a story about going to Sweden and just knocking on random doors trying to find these kids and shit. That speaks to maybe his character a little bit. I know baby mums can be really intense. I know that relationship is never easy, but if your wife or your baby mum, let's say, is not allowing you to see your kids and flying back to Sweden and running away from you and hiding your kids from you, and then on top of that, or at the same time, your friends are quote unquote snaking you, they're betraying you, they leave. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. There's maybe you have played some role in it too. What have you done? Because it seems like all of these people in your life go out their way to kind of do you dirty. What are you doing to make them do that as well? You know what I mean? What role are you playing in this scenario? Because that's not normal. That's not a normal thing for all these things to happen in tandem at the same time. It doesn't feel normal. Anyway, let's listen to what Specs had to say. I thought Specs' response here was pretty fucking funny that somebody pulled here on X.
It's a great move. Because now I'm like, oh, cool. Poet's thinking, right, people can't catch me out. So when Specs calls me and be like, what's going on? Bro, I'm not seeing my kids, because that's what he says to me.
Yeah,
every time Poet's in the corner and he's under pressure, saying, bro, I'm not seeing my kids. Or he tells me something about his dad. It's got nothing to do with the situation.
You can't, yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the situation.
To be honest, we've all got things going on in our personal lives.
No. When Poet's dad passed, my dad passed.
Yeah.
What now? It's 1-1. It's 1-1. My dad passed as well.
That's dark as fuck. That's some dark humor. Okay, when your dad died, my dad died. It's 1-1 now. What now? It's 1-1. What now? It's fucking crazy. But I don't know. Like the other thing I want to say about the situation as well is like, I think what they're talking about is Poet maybe feeling betrayed that Specs went to go join Tigo at From My Left. Can I say this without sounding insane? Are you allowed to like still be friends with your other friend if he scammed your other friend? I think you are. I think Poet needs to get over the fact that some of his friends don't care as much as he cares that Tigo maybe stole some money. Because it's seeming obvious that he did, right? Because I think Poet is basically talking to Bouncer. It seems very obvious that Poet and Bouncer are cool and they speak to each other. It seems very obvious that Poet has sent Bouncer proof that Tigo did steal money. I think it's obvious that Poet has sent Bouncer proof that Tigo admitted to Poet he stole money, right? So it's obvious that the whole Tigo stealing money from the Filthy Fellas account is true, especially when you add that to the other story that allegedly Tigo got fired from Rewind for the same thing, right? Embezzlement and scamming money stuff. So Tigo's got previous of sticking his hands into the company bank balance and stuff. But it also seems like Tigo does good business. Weirdly enough, he's a bit of a complex character. It seems like Tigo, you know, if given the opportunity to stick his finger in a cookie jar, he's going to freaking do it. But it also seems very obvious that Tigo knows how to run things. He's a good operations administrator, whatever. He's a good, I mean, he can run things well. So if that's the case and your friends don't mind doing business with him, I think Poet needs to get over it. Just because they're not willing to like disown or end or, you know, terminate their friendship with Tigo because he stole money from Filthy Fellas and stole money from Poet and stuff. Like, I think you should just move on from that. And I think if anything, it probably speaks worse. It probably says less. It probably says more about Poet than it does about Tigo. They're willing to work with Tigo still, even though he scammed them, technically speaking, than they are to work with Poet. You know? They're willing to put that fucking stealing thing or the embezzlement thing to one side. They're willing to move past that whole shebang because they like working with him more than like working with Tigo. Because it feels like to me that's one of Poet's main issues. Like he's pissed off that his friends from Filthy Fellas who went and jumped onto From My Left are not willing to cut ties completely with Tigo. It's like, brother, like he does good business, isn't it? He pays them on time. It seems like they all seem like they're having whenever I see clips of From My Left, they all seem like they're having a great time on there. They've got sponsors and shit. They get decent amount of views. I don't know. It's like I said, it seems very obvious Tigo did do some version of stealing. Maybe he'll argue and the semantics of it, but it does seem like he did take money that probably he wasn't meant to take. They don't seem to care, and I think they're allowed not to care. You know what I mean? They're allowed not to care. You can judge them for not caring the way you want to care, but you can't make them care how you care, if that makes any sense. He can't make them care how they care. Last clip from Specs here.
Oh, you know the Rolls Royce?
I didn't even know you had a Rolls Royce.
Specs. It's older than us. Combined. The Rolls Royce is a fucking vintage car from the 70s, from the 80s. It cost me 12 grand, you fucking div. But you can pick up a Polo for more than that.
We love that, dude.
So every man whipping the Polo now can't be part of the culture. Are you fucking brain dead?
Wait, go get your license.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You can't drive, bro.
You
You're 46, fam. Stop worrying about Alhan and Specs and Tigo and all that. Go on.
Poet's 46. He looks good for a 46-year-old, to be fair. Can we say that at least? Can we give Poet that? Poet's 46. He looks pretty good for a 46-year-old.
You don't have to drive, man. You lanky scrapyard. You don't even need mirrors. Your eyes are like so wide apart. They're mirrors itself, fam.
By the way, I think the whole criticism of the Rolls Royce thing is easy to understand. I think Alhan's being a bit facetious. Poet saying he's got a Rolls Royce was mostly about him being disconnected about a Rolls Royce, what it symbolizes in terms of a class, right? In terms of class level and shit. But again, the reality of it is the Rolls Royces that he's got are fucking vintage. They're not that much, like, you know, you could buy those vintage ones for probably less than 20 grand on a fucking auto trader. It's not that deep. Yes, you got some of them redone and whatever else it may be, but they're not what he, and also who gives a fuck? I think it's a UK thing. It's a UK thing to watch people's pockets and to be judging them based on what they buy and thinking less of people. Like, we have a thing in the UK where if you walk down the street with your top off and you're in shape, people look at you like you're a piece of shit. If you walk down the street after a hard gym workout and you're taking your top off, people give you dirty looks in this country. They give you dirty looks because they think that you're an attention seeker, you're egotistical, you're this, you're that. It's like, brother, I've got, like, can I not, like, enjoy myself? Can I not, like, what the fuck? Like, I worked hard for this shit. Like, can I not, like, let my chesticles breathe? Can I not let my abs get some fucking fresh air and shit, some breeze or something? Like, goddamn. So I think that kind of is an extension of that. That's because I don't really understand why Poet was annoyed. Like, even if he did have a new Reg Rolls Royce, so what? If you can afford it, if it's, you know what I mean? Like, let him buy what the fuck he wants. It's his money. Who gives a fuck? Even if he couldn't afford it, who gives a fuck? Like, I don't understand why that was even a point. He kind of lost me with the whole Rolls Royce. I kind of get what he was trying to say in terms of a class thing, because he was criticizing Alhan for being Turkish and going to a private school and being middle class, and now here you are with the fucking Rolls Royce, which might technically make you upper middle class. But let's be also true and real. The UK class system is very rigid. Doesn't matter what level of wealth you ascertain to, there's levels to this shit, and sometimes based on your skin color and shit and your race, you're not gonna get to a certain place anyway. Doesn't matter what car you drive, doesn't matter how posh you speak, you know. it doesn't work that way. So yeah, big up Alhan and big up Specs. I thought that was really funny. And then there's another clip here with Poet talking about how without him there would be no Specs, which I thought was also really cheeky and unnecessary personally. And again, just because the guy decides to work with a guy that you think scammed you doesn't mean you go around saying all this sort of shit. That's not necessary, really. I think it's perfectly fine for your friends to choose sides. They didn't choose your side. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be an ego dent, but I don't think it's necessary then to be like, oh, we're on wartime. We're gonna be scrapping forever. It's not that deep, really. I wouldn't think so, anyway. Come on.
Specs, you came out of prison. Within 3-4 months, you're doing a Vice doc, playing a DJ, meeting the whole Bayern Munich football team because of me and Vuj. That's the reality I gave you. When I brought you on camera, you told me you never want to do this again. You got angry with me because you didn't know what you was doing, you said. And I watched it back and said, Specs, this is incredible. Specs, I can tell you quite comfortably, there is Poet without Specs, but there potentially isn't Specs in this form without Poet. Doesn't mean Specs wouldn't have been something later on. Of course he would have. The guy is super talented. But people need to take the time to stand next to you to help you coach your talent.
Yeah, I hear it.
I'm Poet. So if I stand next to you for 1 year, that is marketing. What are you talking about, bro? Like, I'm just keeping it real. 2016,
no, I hear it.
I'm Poet. 2026, I'm Poet. 2012, I'm Poet. So if you're not, in 2016, if you're your government name and I'm standing next to you, I am marketing you, my guy. Then on top of that, I'm not just standing next to you at parties and I'm bringing you to places as if to say I'm your agent. I'm getting you situations to manifest, and that's helping your product. That's helping your brand. That's helping more people work with you because they can go, he works with Poet. And I don't care. I'm telling you, yeah, go for that. Yeah. So where we are today, it makes no sense to me, but it makes sense to him because I get it. There's loads of people, and he's not the only one. Loads of these guys, they just sat down and said, I want that position, and when I get it, this is what I'm gonna do. And when they get it, all they think about is themselves. And that's enough. If these men are selfish that practice idolism and then pretend that it's religion, honestly, I swear to God, I'm so afraid of God. Man's a Rasta fam, practicing Rasta, Jar, Rastafari fam. I would never lie I would never disrespect my friends and lie knowing that God's watching me. And that might sound a little bit corny or this, that, and the third, but I'm telling
niggas that always do that, they always liars, man. People that say stuff like this, they're always liars. You know what I mean? People that invoke their religion like this, they're always fucking hardcore, bona fide, raw to the core, 1080p, 10K, 4K liars, bro.
You, God, I'm telling you, Doug, I stand by that, bro. I stand by that. If I was to do something bad, I got a phone call from my mum. I have to get phone calls from my uncles, my aunties. Yeah. These people have an expectation of me. Do you know where I'm coming from? And that keeps me humble. That means I've got to work towards making sure that they're impressed and they're happy with what I do. That doesn't involve snaking your friends and lying. That's not part of the equation. All right. So, and what makes it worse is, remember, these men have done this when my dad's dying of cancer, bro. My kids, I can't find them. So Tigo, you've decided to rob me when my dad's dying of cancer and I have to give away the business. And this is the guy that you want to stand with. You men are washed you.
Again, that's your problem though, isn't it? I don't think you should put other people's issues onto them, onto them. Yes, it's not nice that he scammed you when your dad was dying, but that's your problem, not theirs. They shouldn't have to ride out for you in that regard or feel the same way that you do. They don't need to. Would it be better if they did? Of course, but they don't need to. They don't fucking need to. So, I don't know. I think he's being a little bit immature there. A little bit immature. But I also understand why, because he's actually really hurt. Because these guys were his friends, you know? He's actually really fucking hurt. But I think he needs to just get over it. Just get over it, brother. Like, it's not that deep. They chose somebody else over you. Yes, the guy's a scammer in your opinion. Or maybe in you know, everyone's opinion, he probably is a scammer and maybe is a thief. But it just is what it is, isn't it? It kind of is what it is. There's nothing really you can do in these type of situations. But go with grace. You know what I mean? Keep it moving and go from there. But, you know, people are going to do what they're going to do. People are going to do what they're going to do. Wiley had something to say about it too. Wiley has something to say about it too. Wiley, of all people, has something to say about it too. Big up Wiley.
Poet and Alhan, I thought they would be brothers forever. But, come on. If Alhan starts driving a Rolls Royce, someone's not going to like it. I love it. He got 10 Rolls Royces.
Exactly. But
someone's not going to like it, are they? Everyone wants a Rolls Royce.
But it's dumb though. He can afford one. Poet can afford one. All the work that Poet's done over the years in the scene. If you went to get a Rolls, especially now in finance, he could afford a Rolls Royce. It's not that expensive, not that hard. Why is Poet acting like a Rolls Royce is the highest point of fucking luxury? It's the highest point of fucking affluence. It's the highest point of fucking wealth. You can easily get a Rolls Royce if you wanted to. If Poet wanted to get a Rolls Royce tomorrow, you could get one. If he can't get one, at least completely broke, that's another question for another day. That's something he has to sort out himself and look in the mirror and say how he's handled or mishandled his finances. But getting a Rolls Royce isn't the pinnacle of like wealth acquisition or something. Like I don't know why he's thinking that. It's really strange. What's this? Even if I opened a shop in Budapest, the boys will find a way to be there. You do. Okay, so what's this? This is a new show I guess they're doing on From My Left. Let's see what
From My Left, we're at the brand new Specs Gonzalez coffee shop, 4 West Street in Doncaster.
Oh yeah, he's got a coffee shop, innit? True. He's got a coffee shop. He's got his own coffee shop. That's true. He just opened it, innit? I think I saw a picture the other day, actually. That's pretty cool. Big up Specs.
I've got my bedroom Judy here, and we're gonna play You Don't Know Latte.
Why have you brought me here?
Because we're gonna see who can make the best coffee.
And where's your clothes?
It's coming second half.
We are both going to be making our own special lattes, and Tigo is going to decide who has the best latte because Tigo really enjoys these drinks.
And Tigo's going to be honest because he's been helping you win year and ball. So you know.
I thought you were gonna say because Tigo's honest and he never lies or steals. That would have been funnier. I thought they were gonna say because Tigo's the most honest person we know and he never lies and he never steals. Right, Tigo?
There we go.
I'm gonna aerate it now. Alright, cool. 1 minute.
They broke it. Hello.
But one thing I don't want to hear, by the way, if it does eventually, if sometime in the future, touch wood, it doesn't though. But if in the future Tigo ends up stealing from these guys, I don't want to hear them crying on social media. That's one thing I don't want to see. That's one thing I'm not gonna have any patience for. If Tigo ends up snaking these man and stealing from them, I don't want to hear anything from these guys. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully it does not happen. But if it does happen, I don't want to hear it.
And while that's happening, I'm just gonna get some gingerbread syrup.
I know what Tigo likes, you know.
Of course you do, because you're his bum chum.
He's a vegetarian, remember?
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh my god! I don't think this is a problem. You've lost.
Now most people don't have this sort of tech Specs. You stop all the bubbles. This is Geordie's gingerbread coffee latte. This is CUT.
It's not hot.
Yeah, but you said you wanted it. You said because it's hot outside, you don't want it super hot.
Strong. Ice latte time.
All right, get out my way, man.
Let me get my ice first.
Yeah, this isn't what the coffee shop's about.
Come here, strawberry.
Oh my god, you're missing. All right, that's it. That's enough, man. You're gonna let me beat you and teach you at the same time. At what point do you plan to put your milk in here?
Nice bit of milk, not too much milk.
Boo. I'll be honest, I've won.
Strawberry iced oat latte, gingerbread latte.
Thank you. That's a thing. Christmas.
The proportions on this are so wildly incorrect.
It's called ice. It's called ice, you donkey. Guys, get out my shop.
Alright, cool.
No, I mean, get out my shop. No, take the apron off. You've been sacked.
Why are you trying to choke me? Alright.
Okay, fair play. Fair play to Specs. He's got his own coffee shop. That's pretty sick. Let me see. I think I saw a picture of them all standing outside. It's in Doncaster too. That's pretty nice as well, by the way. Nice mix up from the usual, not having it always in London. Maybe I don't know if he's actually from Doncaster. I don't know much about Specs himself, but this is pretty cool that it's in Doncaster. Big up him.
You gotta get your ass there. Go. 1, 2.
Let's see. Is there any more pictures of it? I think I saw a picture somewhere of them all standing outside somewhere, right? Of the fucking place. The studio's pretty nice as well, to be fair. The studio's really well done. The studio's really well done too, from what I can see here. The studio looks kind of cool. So if you're a poet, maybe that's why you're pissed, isn't it? They've landed on their feet. The guy that scammed you, landed on his feet. They all landed on their feet really fucking well. They left filthy fellas behind, and they haven't looked back since, mate. They're shining.
We've got a new number 4 on our list.
Okay, let's have it.
He was voted for by everybody apart from one person. Kylian Mbappe.
Number 4.
He is now.
Flip, man.
Oh, they've even got fucking, what's his name? The other guy, Flex. They even got Flex from the United Stand, former United Stand guy on there. So he must be paying well. These guys, talent-wise, when it comes to talent fee and booking fee, they're not cheap. So Tigo must be doing good business and paying these guys on time because these guys don't play about their money. So yeah, if you're a poet, you're kind of pissed, isn't it?
Who might have been the one person? Who didn't vote?
Well, you're putting him down.
specs. He's not on specs.
This is horrible, man. Boys don't like him.
That's hey. Dark skin.
Oh,
I
love my take. Jordy, you're playing hate. Tongue out.
Tongue out.
Rubbish,
Tongue
man.
out. That's a new show. Jordy, welcome.
What do you like about Kylian Mbappe?
I got a thing about how he's moved from. I don't like the attacker version.
Yeah.
I loved him at left wing when he was just like
Getting
lethal.
at man.
Now he's just stat padding.
It's
No,
disgusting.
it's not stat.
No, he's not. Sorry,
No,
he's
no,
not stat padding. He's just a goal scorer.
It's
He's just a goal.
Oh my god,
Oh my
bro!
God.
You can't kiss him on the head, man. Okay. Okay, you're right.
But
Fair play, fair play. It looks kind of fun. It looks like they're having a blast over there. It looks like they're having a blast over there. But I don't know. If I'm Poet, just get over it, brother. The sooner you let go, the sooner the better. I know it's disappointing that your friends have chosen the guy that allegedly scammed you over you and stuff. I get it, but hey, it is what it is, man. It's gonna hurt, but you gotta get over it. You gotta move past this. You have to move past this at some point. He has to move past this at some fucking point. You hope so anyway. You hope so. That's what you hope. That's what you hope. That's what you hope so. Alhan as well is out here still beefing with people, by the way. Big up Alhan beefing with guys. That's pretty fucking decent. I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking Alhan going back and forth with the guy from fucking, what's it for him? With the guy from oh, I forgot the fucking place, the fucking festival. He was beefing with that one guy from the festival. Alhan wasn't even relevant till that clip started flying around. Joseph from, what's it called? Recess said, Alhan replies back and says, "You're just a keyboard warrior. You've been tweeting my name for years. But I literally saw you at the Japanese in Soho 2 weeks ago and you just stared into your ramen bowl. Word of advice as well, you shouldn't sit by a window with a bald nugget like that. It will be glowing." It was glowing. He's kind of funny. He's Rolls Royce time, bro. Oh my god. You wasn't sat in the tarot, you brain dead mug. You're just a keyboard warrior. Fucking hell. Oh, you think he deleted the picture of his head? I deleted the picture of his head. He had all these pictures of his head on there. I think he deleted those pictures. He had all these pictures of the guy's head. The bald head. He's taking a piss out of his bald head. Why is it so easy to wind up people on this app? Where's Peter Pans? Culture War. What's saying here? If I'm a culture vulture, why did you Jamaica showing pictures of his family? This is ridiculous, man. The podcast scene is a horrible place. Hope it all gets better soon. It stinks so badly. You should watch the whole thing. I know you have the time. I will, bro, but this is ridiculous. I'm on my I know you have the time. His head loss, honestly. He's a funny guy. Alhan's a funny dude, man. You can't deny. He's very, very cheeky, very funny. Oh, I know you have the time. It's fucking crazy. It went over the head, bro. Anyway, you have my number. How many times has Poet Ed Miles' family and slagged them off on the internet? Get a grip. You're all washed. KG is a G, but you can tell when the mandem are just trying to defend the guy that employs them. I was in their position back in the day, so I can't be mad at it. Yeah. Is KG really a G, though? I don't know about that. Not too sure about that, to be honest. Not too sure about that one. Cool. So we got Alhan there. Big up to Alhan. And then I wanted to talk about, what else I want to talk about here before I leave you guys? Oh, there's a new, have you seen this new design for the new Audi? Have you guys seen this new design for the new Audi Nuvolari? What's it? Nuvolari. The Audi Nuvolari. Hopefully this comes out, bro. Hopefully this is not just a fucking rendering and we don't see this in real. Hopefully this comes out in real life. Please, God, come out in real life, because this is kind of sick, kind of futuristic. If anything, it's like a supercar version of a fucking Cybertruck, but actually designed well. So this is courtesy of the account called Motor One. This is a Audi Nuvolari, the brand's first supercar since the R8. Twin turbocharged 4.0 litre 4.8 hybrid, 270 miles per hour top speed, 987 combined horsepower, and 2.6 seconds 0 to 60. Pressure is limited to 499 units worldwide. So it looks like it might come out actually like that. It actually looks like it might come out looking like that. It looks fucking incredible. It looks so cool. I love the angles. I love how harsh it's looking. I love how the screen looks like it rolls out there, to be honest. Looks like it can fold back into itself and rolls out. Look at the angles. Oof. The LEDs on the lights, the grill. That's a crazy good design, man. I'm not lying. That's a really fucking good design. If anything, it reminds me, it looks a little bit similar to that Jaguar. That Jaguar that everyone was cussing off. That one that was designed in all those kind of LGBTQ colors. I think at its core, it had the similar sort of shape and design. It looked really good. I really do like the shape and the design of it. It looks fucking amazing. I really do like that. Hopefully this comes out. I'm really hoping this. Is there videos of it? Is there a video of it moving? Hopefully this is not just a fucking, you know what I mean? One of those annoying, whatchamacallit, concept cars. Hopefully we do see this available. Oh, there it is. See, look, there's a real picture. Oh, so it actually does exist. It actually does exist in reality. That's an actual real image of it in person. Wow. Look at that, man. That is gorgeous. The rims actually look pretty decent too for an electric, but you know, a newer car in terms of the downforce it should generate. Some of the vents on the side. Look how massive these vents here on the side here to cool the engine, I'm assuming. Again, loads of really cool little aerodynamic tricks here, like vents here, vents there. The massive grille at the front, vents towards the rear as well. Massive windscreen. There's no rear view mirror, by the way. There's no, I don't think there's a rear view mirror. Yeah, just the car engine here at the back. There's no rear view mirror. Oh, look at the back exhaust. That's interesting. I don't know if that's a wind or that's an air or that's for the exhaust, but it kind of looks like a USB-C port. It kind of looks like a USB-C port. I'm not sure if that's for the wind or whatever, but that kind of looks like a USB-C port. That is so fucking cool. I really love that design. I'm not gonna lie. I really fucking love that. Oh, fun fact. Ah, it was designed by the same person. No wonder. Fun fact, both the Jaguar 00 and the Audi Nuvolari were designed under the same designer, Massimo Fracella, for a period of time. Massimo left Jaguar 2024 and joined Audi head of design in June 2024. This is why they're so kind of oh, that's why it looks so similar. Okay. Hopefully this Jaguar ends up coming out too. This Jaguar is fucking hard. I know the LGBTQ color and the theme thing was a bit off, but just swap the colors for something better and they look really cool. That's why it looks so similar. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's designed by the same designer. Is that it rocking up?
Late night, no
sound. Let me turn the music off. That looks fucking hard. Come on, man. That looks great. That looks great. I can't even imagine what it's going to look like when it's all in different wraps and shit. Oh, this is what it looks like in all black. Oh, fuck. You know, it looks fucking fantastic. In my opinion, the Audi is a beautiful car. It actually looks fucking great, man. Look at it. It looks fucking sensational.
Introduce you to the Audi Nuvolari, proudly revealed by our two Formula One drivers, Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoletti.
So cool.
Yeah, so thank you, Nico, thank you, Gabi.
Honestly, it looks fucking phenomenal. Can't wait for this to drop. I cannot wait for this to drop. All the VW group does is rebadge its cars, Audi, Porsche, Lamborghini, and upsell them. It's so obvious. Yeah, it still looks great though. It still looks fucking great. It might be true what they're saying, but it still looks fucking fantastic. And considering all the newer cars nowadays that look a bit shit and a bit ordinary, this actually looks fucking beautiful. It kind of looks like a mouse from the top though, isn't it? From the top it looks like a mouse. It looks like one of those gamer mouses, you know? It kind of looks like one of those gamer mouses, but it is fucking great. Audi unveils the Nuvolari, a 1001 horsepower hybrid supercar with a top speed of 240 kilometers per hour, limited to just 499 units worldwide. So fucking beautiful. So fucking beautiful. Car design in 2026. Yeah, I don't mind those. I don't mind those at all. I don't mind those at all. Audi Nuvolari. Audi Nuvolari. Big up the Audi Nuvolari crew. Big up the Audi Nuvolari crew. Also big up Denim Tears. Big up Blood Clot Denim Tears, man. Denim Tears have been killing it lately. Again, Word goes out to fucking Tremaine Emery for making the very brave and correct decision to just shut the fuck up and stop talking about Supreme. Ever since he stopped talking about Supreme, he stopped complaining about the horrible time he had there and how badly he's treated. I feel like he has gone up so many levels with Denim Tears. Honestly, I feel like the lookbooks, the designs of the clothing have gone up exponentially ever since he stopped talking about Supreme. It's probably, again, it's because the stuff I heard, it seemed like he was kind of like, you know, I wouldn't say exaggerating, but it kind of like he was making more out of it than what it was, and he wasn't taking accountability for a lot of things he may have done wrong. But I'm sure there were things that happened behind the scenes that we were not aware of that probably still pain him to this day. You know, real shit that happened day to day. Because you know, we've all been in shitty jobs sometimes. No, we've all had jobs where we thought were our dream jobs. You get them and you realize it's a fucking living nightmare. Those are some of the worst things ever, because you don't know how to like handle it, because you're like, you know, part of you feels like conscious that you're maybe disrespecting God's blessings and stuff, and you're taking it for granted, or maybe that you're overreacting. You know what I mean? You start to convince yourself that you're not feeling the way you're feeling, but when you know when the job is not for you, when it's shit. So I can only imagine what it must have been like for him day to day. But in this life, the only way to really move on and to really grow is to move on. It's to let go of the past. And since he has moved on, since he has doubled down his efforts with Denim Tears and really locked in with the brand, I feel like we've seen some of the best shit I've ever seen from Denim Tears. From the only thing I think that was different was maybe from the very beginning, when he started to first drop some cut and sew stuff before he got the Supreme job, which maybe was a time when he was kind of interviewing. Maybe I feel like that was one of the best times, but now is definitely one of the best times. Some of the stuff I've seen on their Instagram, like the recent campaign that he did with fucking Lauryn Hill and her family, like like the images, like just too good, man. He's been killing it. Honestly, they've been killing it. That whole team's been killing it. So big up team Denim Tears, big up Tremaine. They're absolutely fucking killing it. I've not seen a single thing so far lately from them that has missed. It's all been fucking superb. This is all like Lauryn Hill's family, right? All decked out in fucking Denim Tears. More images of Lauryn Hill wearing a bunch of Denim Tear jean stuff that they're all making now in-house as well, which is fucking amazing too. So they've been fucking killing it. They've been absolutely fucking killing it. Here's some of the stuff as well. It's available. The prices I feel like have gone down as well. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I feel like the price of the jeans have gone down a lot. They're more readily available. You can actually buy them online. Like literally, if you go on Denim Tears now, you can legitimately just buy some jeans, which is fucking amazing. You can actually buy some fucking cotton reef jean sets and stuff, where before you couldn't, and it kind of forced you to go and buy them in fucking AliExpress or something, which no one wants to do, right? No one wants to buy that shit in AliExpress. You want to support the actual brand, but now you can actually buy them. Like you can actually go on here and say denim jacket, right? What's my favorite? My favorite is one of these ones, right? The actual dirty wash ones. I like that. So let's say I want a dirty wash jacket, 408. I click on it like that, right? And it says, what's that? Oh, it's a studded. No, I don't want studded. I just like the plain one. I don't want studded. I just like the plain one. So let's go down here. 254 GB. You click quick shop, and it's available. Look, it's available in XL. It's available in my size and everything. XL, larges, I think it's so. Like you just buy it right now. If you want to buy the matching jeans, pants, you can also buy them. Like honestly, they're killing it, man. So big up Denim Tears, man. So fucking cool to see. No, I'm not sure if that's because they've brought the production in-house, but a lot of it's available to buy now. You can actually purchase it online now easily. You know, like the jeans that were usually always sold out, they're available to purchase now in all the right sizes, 36, 34, 33, 32, like fucking amazing, man. So big up Denim Tears for sorting it out, because I'm sure that sort of production stuff side of things is not easy. It's not easy. We've already seen what's happening with fucking Trapstar and how hard it is to keep the books balanced and stuff. So big up them, man. Big up them. But one of the things I wanted to show you that I thought was really sick, I saw somebody talk about on Twitter, was this. Was it on here? I think it was here, right? I think it was there. Act 3 Part 1. There was a hoodie here that I think they said was a tribute to a show that Queen Latifah was in, and maybe a tribute also to Virgil. But some of the stuff here is just, the lookbook pictures are amazing, man. The lookbook pictures are so fucking well done. You want to wear everything in this fucking lookbook. You want everything. I want everything. The hat, look at that hat. Look at that fucking hat. With the matching hoodie as well, Virginia. They said that might be a tribute to Virgil. A little nod to Virgil and the Queen Latifah hoodie she wore as well. Look at that jersey t-shirt. So many good things here, man. They fucking killed it. Honestly, the lookbooks are so fucking well done. What's this? Nick's tape. Nick's tape.
What did I tell y'all? The castle couldn't guard us. No! The cell couldn't guard us. No! Wimby couldn't guard us. No!
Man's wearing Denim Tears as well. Love to see it.
So who's gonna guard us?
What's that blue stuff up his nose? Honestly, so cool. Everyone.
Here we go. Are we taking game 2 or what? Are we taking game 2 or what? We out here with y'all.
Look at that, so fucking cool.
Let's go. Let's go. Watch out. Go ahead. You live in New York. I ain't even know that. This is Bikini Bottom, my nigga.
So fucking cool, honestly, so fucking cool. Act 2, part 3, more pictures again of the shit. So much good shit on here, man. So much good shit I'd wear. So many good things. Actually, that hat as well, that skull cap is actually kind of sick. With the little waistband on it, with the elasticated waistbands. I think Marlowe got something coming with that as well, with the sweatpants. But that hat is so fucking cool. Proper 90s, early 2000s sort of vibe going on there. You got some more sweatsuits as well available as well to purchase. Just great shit for the kids. Look at the kids lookbooks here. So good, man. Honestly, he killed it. Absolutely killed it lately. The imagery, everything about fucking Denim Tears lately has been absolutely harder than hard. Harder than hard. Nas and some great shit here as well. All of it is fucking excellent. All of it is fucking excellent. All of it is fucking excellent. Go back there. What's this? Come on, bro. Let's go back here 1 second before it loads. Come on. Don't do. What's this? One more time. That's in the store, right? Yeah, that's in the store. African Diaspora Goods featuring Emmanuel Wilkins. So sick again, so fucking sick. Absolutely killed it. Love to see it. Big up Denim Tears. Everything they've been putting out lately has been fucking heat and fire. I recommend you check it out because they're killing it. They're doing some great work out there. Let's check out some of their new arrivals in their store. Everything here has been fucking great, and the pricing is also really good as well. Again, I don't know if this is just an improvement on because they're selling more. They're able to invest more in materials and production and makes the stuff cheaper. But I feel like the stuff is cheaper now as well. $146 for a nice zip-up hoodie in that orange as well. That Mad Rash shirt. Oh, is that it? $146. Fucking hell. With the matching shorts, $162. So basically 3 bills for that whole suit. God damn, that's a good price. Nice. That Virgil hoodie. Too hard. Too hard. $162. The jersey that looks like a t-shirt, it's like a Flamengo or like a Sao Paulo t-shirt. It's £49. Damn, man, it's really good. Really well priced. Really fucking well priced. I'm not gonna lie. The hat, Virginia hat, one color, $46. The stocking weave cap, $37. Boxer shorts, free multi-pack of 3 for £41. Nah, they're doing really well, man. This is really well priced shit. Big up Denim Tears, man. Big up Denim Tears. Absolutely killing it. Big up Denim Tears. Absolutely fucking killing it. You cannot deny that. They are absolutely fucking killing it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to blood clot see it. Big up blocking Denim Tears. Big up blood clot Denim Tears. Talking about bigging up blood clots, let's also big up again Stussy. Stussy have also got some new Mountain Headwear collaboration pieces that they put out that I thought I should obviously let you guys know about. Big up Stussy. I think check on them on their blurb. This is available now. Stussy and Mountain Headwear available worldwide, select retailers. Absolutely fantastic shit, from tents to fucking you know, apparel and sleeping bags and shit. It's fucking amazing. It's really, really well done. Is there lookbook pictures of it actually? Is there 4 lookbook pictures? I want to see. No, there's not 4 lookbook pictures, unfortunately. You have to only do that. Any lookbook pictures available? It doesn't seem like it. Let me go on the archive. Did they have any lookbook pictures? Come on, you must have a lookbook picture, huh? No, okay, no lookbook picture. So field tested, you see already there. New summer collection also available there. So let's check out some of the pieces. You've got here Stussy and Mountain Headwear shell jacket, 146. Can't go wrong with this, really, to be honest. Probably the best colorway to get it in, probably be the red, I'd say, for like a hiking look. Red and then wearing an all black fit might be the vibe. That red jacket is fucking brilliant. Actually, is it waterproof? Actually, this is the product details. Lightweight, packable, shell, breathable, wind resistant, stretch, ripstop, 3-piece hood, Rangland sleeve. So it's not all the way waterproof, but it's decent. That's interesting styling there, isn't it? Interesting styling regardless. But yeah, really great fucking jacket there. Really, and it's packable as well, so it looks fucking neat and fucking amazing. There's also a t-shirt which is overstitched, which is pretty hard. But that jacket's definitely the standout piece. And there's duffel baggers. I'm not surprised duffel bag is sold out. I'm not surprised the duffel bag is sold out. That duffel bag is brilliant, bro. That duffel bag, 65 liters as well. Camp duffel bag. Look at this duffel bag, man. It looks so good. It looks so fucking good. Stussy wear. Logo on the front. Got the straps on the back there. And it's also packable, I'm assuming. Look at that. That's a great backpack, man. That is a fantastic backpack. Wish I had that. That is a fantastic fucking backpack. What does it say here? Product details. Duffel bag in 420D nylon with durable, water resistant carbonate coating. Actually, I might wear this today on the treadmill. I might get one of my North Face and wear that in the treadmill when I'm fucking running and shit. Removable contoured foam padded shoulder straps, reflective accents. Oof. This is definitely the standout piece. But it's completely sold out. Not surprising. Only 115. Again, killed it. Big up Stussy on that. And then there's also a tent. There's also a tent that was also sold out. The tent sold out, which I'm also not surprised. The tent would have been amazing to have just to kind of take the festivals and shit. Stussy and Mountain Headwear Mineral King tent, £300. Look at this, man. So cool. That lime green shell, the mesh on the inside, the different colored, I guess, stable bar things that pop on the ground. Is that gold? What is that? What color is that? It's like a goldy type of color, all the bars on it as well. It packs into a nice over the shoulder bag as well. That's also pretty decent. So fucking cool. Product details: spacious 3-person tent with enhanced stabilization and storage, 2 large doors for easy entry, versatile rolled back, fly rolls, full mesh upper canopy, Stussy Mountain Headwear co-branded logos printed throughout, pre-bend DAC, pre-svet poles, rubbed cross poles, 5 interior storage pockets, 2 full-size dry entry vestibules with 2 tents. So fucking good, man. It all looks so fucking good. So big up Stussy and his headwear collaboration. I think the only thing available from the tent is the sleeping bag, right? Yeah, the sleeping bag's still available, which again is a good price as well. $220 for this sleeping bag. Bishop Pass 30F sleeping bag is also available, as you can see there. Continue to scroll down. Bada bing, bada boom. What else you got? And the skull caps are really nice as well. What they call them? No, they call them dome beanies, not skull caps. They're actually called dome beanies. The dome beanies actually look pretty decent. Dome beanies a bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie, in terms of pausing. You know, calling it a dome beanie is kind of crazy in terms of pause, but still, I rock with it. I rock with a dome beanie. I'm not mad at the dome beanie. And then yeah, that's it basically. Dome beanies are 37. Come in different colors as well, but a decent collaboration from Stussy. They kind of killed it with that one. I'm not gonna lie. Stussy kind of killed it with that one. Stussy kind of killed it with that one. And then we got some other pieces as well from Stussy from their summer collection that's also available for you to check if you feel that way inclined. Some different pieces on here. Let's just check. Oof, look at that leather jacket. That piece is nice. Western t-shirt. They got the flip-flops as well that are available. Oh, that jacket's actually pretty decent with the webbing on the in middle. Button-up t-shirt. Great graphics on the t-shirts. Camo shorts. Return of the camo shorts is great to see, by the way. We love a good camo short out here. Plaid, shadow plaid flannel shirt. Almost looks like a bucket hat, knit bucket hat type of effect there as well. Great denim, pinstripe shorts. Oh, look at that actual, what is that? That's like a thermal, right? A thermal fucking, a thermal camo hoodie. Not mad at that. I'm also not mad at that rain jacket there. Oh, the pink shorts actually are pretty decent. The pink cycling shorts or swimwear shorts. Some great shit from Stussy, man. Great shit from Stussy as per usual. Great shit from Stussy. Always, and decent price as well. That's the thing I really love about Stussy. Same as what Denim Tears are doing. The pricing is really fucking good. The pricing is really decent given what you're getting, you know? Flip-flops are what, 65. This MX jacket, which I guess, what do you call it? MX, is it MX would get that? Is that like a motocross? Is that meant to be like a cycling jacket? This MX jacket, 225. Because 225 isn't cheap, to be honest. 225 is not cheap for a jacket like that. I wonder if that they mean that's like a motocross jacket type of thing. I wonder if that's what they mean when they say MX or if it's something else. Can I press it? There you go. Oh, it's actually pretty decent, isn't it? It's actually a pretty decent looking jacket, I'm not gonna lie. What's it say on the product details? It's actually a pretty decent looking jacket, I'm not gonna lie, bruh. Relaxed fit, water repellent, ripstop, mock neck collar. On seam, side pockets. Yeah, it looks kind of hard. Not gonna lie, it looks kind of hard. It does look kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. It does look kind of hard. So big up them. Big up like hard them. What else is going on here? You got dirt, and then you got dirt, and this and this. I like the glasses actually he's wearing there. I'm not too sure if those are available. Are those sunglasses available? I like those sunglasses. What the fuck are they? Let's see how much these are on them before we can move on. Bear with me a second here. Whilst all this loads. Come on, you talking doctor. And I've got to go gym in it. I've got to go gym as well. Come back and do my damn. Big up everybody tuning in, by the way. Smash like, hit subscribe if you're still here. Smash like, hit subscribe if you're still here, please. Smash like, hit subscribe if you're still here. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Smash like, hit subscribe if you're still here. Let's see, what sunglasses has he got on? Those sunglasses he had on were fucking hard. Which ones were they? Were they those ones there? It's not the Eli. What sunglasses does he have on? I think it was those, isn't it? I think it was those ones there actually. Was it the Mikey, the polarized? I think he had the polarized Mikeys on. I think he had the polarized Mikeys. Yeah, those are hard. Those polarized Mikeys are kind of hard, not gonna lie. The polarized Mikeys are kind of fucking hard. Might have to take a look at them. Might have to take a little extra look at those later. Might have to take an extra fucking look at those later. Are you gonna load? Can you load for me or not? Probably not. Probably not. But anyway, let's do a couple bit more and then I'm going to bounce, head over to the gym, and then I'll see the rest of you guys. Hopefully, maybe later. You never know. If I'm still in the mood to stream, I might come back on later for like a fucking third parter in it, for a stingy little third parter. But big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate you. Smash like, hit subscribe. Do not be lame. Smash like, hit subscribe. Do not be lame. Let me just quickly get some of these tabs off because my computer's starting to go a little bit crazy and cry. Let's get some of these tabs out of the way. We've done that. We've done this. And then we need to continue on and focus on a couple more bits and bobs here before we exit from you guys. Is that gone done as well? Are you done there? Let's get the Stussy things out of the way. I think we're finished there. We've done the Stussy stuff. Unless I think, oh, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk a little bit slowly about the return of the Nike Flyknits. Where's my Nike Flyknit? Where's my Nike Flyknit tab? Where are you? It's not. Is that House of Drift? It's not the House of Drift. Which one was it? There you go. I think it might be this one. There you go. There you go. The return of the Nike Flyknit. The return of the Nike Flyknit. Let's get to that strewn away because I need to duck. The return of the Nike Flyknit. I am really, really happy about these because I feel like there's been a space missing in sneaker culture, in the sneaker market, on the sneaker scene for this particular shape or that particular silhouette that would be applicable across the board. Because the original Flyknits that we all knew and loved, the ones that we all had, the white and the grey, the neon and the black, whatever colors, the things that made those special were that you could wear those with a pair of jeans, you could wear them with shorts, cargos, you could wear them tied up, loosened. You know what I mean? Like you can wear them like with your jeans rolled up, with your trousers over them. Like they just apply to so many different outfits, and they kind of, you know what I mean? They'll kind of do one stop shop shoe. And what I liked about them, I remember, because I think I had a couple, embarrassingly so, I think I had maybe one pair of Flyknits and more Roshi runs. And the Roshis I really liked because they were the shoe, they were the one neat Nike shoe you could take on holiday with you and not need to have other shoes with you. You know, you need to have another pair of shoes for a smarter pair, another pair of shoes to dress up in. You could literally wear your Flyknits and they would work with a leather jacket, they'd work with a pair of shorts, they'd work with fucking sweatpants. And that's what I think this is gonna be when these eventually do come back out again. So I'm really excited about these because I think these are gonna do fucking bits. They're gonna do fucking numbers, of course. They're probably gonna do collaborations with these, as Nike usually do with these newer models, quote unquote. They usually launch them with a collab first, and then we'll get the Gyals later down the line. I'm assuming so, but either way, I'm all for it. Any color, whatever, I'm all for it. These are gonna be such a popular shoe, easily versatile. They're gonna fit across the board, and everyone's gonna style on what they wear, and they're gonna look fucking sick. So this is courtesy of a guy called Vlad Siutaku, or Vlad Siutaku. Apologies for getting your name wrong. It says exclusive for the sneaker market retro, the first look at the Nike Flyknit runner, which is set to release during spring 2027 next year. Fuck, man, around $100, really? Well priced already, but it's gonna, we still have to wait until next year for them to drop, next year summer. So we're not gonna get them this summer. Next year summer we get the return of the Flyknit, the return of the fucking Flyknit. Iconic shoe, iconic model. They're gonna be fucking amazing. I can't wait to get a pair. There's a bunch of nice shoes here in the background too. I see an Air Max 95. I see a great Air Force One with a 2001 shape. I forgot what this particular Nike model is called, but these are hard as well. And that might be, is that like a Rift? Is that a Hirachi? I'm not too sure what that is on the left there, but still, this Nike Rift, this Nike Sky, this Nike Flyknit right here is the one that I'm really looking forward to, and I cannot wait to get my hands on, because these are going to be the most worn shoes I will have in a long time. They're going to probably take the place of the Tom Sachs Mars Yards that I wore into the ground. They look fucking fantastic, man. They look so fucking good, so fucking good. The shoes behind in the back as well. So much going on in this picture. Still excited to try them on. Rainbow Flyknit, Air Bacon as well there. Yep. You can see. What else is there? There's an Air Max 90. Oh, there's an Air Max 90 there too. Is that an infrared? Hold on, did he put the whole picture there? There's an infrared 90 there too, isn't there? There's an infrared, I think that might be an infrared Nike back there. Infrared Air Max 95. I think that might be a Roche. I don't know what that is. Is that a Hirachi or a Rift or something? There's some good shit back there, man. There's some fucking good shit back there. Big up this guy for the info. Houston inspired Air Force One with the 01 shape. So yeah, great shit. Can't wait for the Flyknit to drop. Really can't wait for the Flyknit to drop. That shape is just so fucking good. Hopefully we get them soon. He says summer next year. Kari says cat's out the bag. Is that a Flyknit on a Lunar Soul? Yep, exactly. Look at that. They're calling it the Ken Moore effect. See, look at these Flyknits, man. I wore mine into the ground, man. It was such a good shoe. Oh yeah, Ye had a pair of Flyknits too, innit? Let me see if I can find any Kanye pictures. Kanye love Kanye West Nike Flyknit. I forgot, yeah. And also Jerry Lorenzo too. Jerry Lorenzo loved these Nike Flyknits too. Yeah, but that was a great shoe, man. Ye wearing Flyknits back in the day. Such a great shoe, so versatile. See, look, it works perfectly with jeans and a blazer, and a button-up shirt. Works perfectly with just sweatpants and shit. Look, see? Flyknits were the ones, man. We need them back. We need Flyknits back ASAP. We need Flyknits back ASAP. I can't wait for the Flyknit renaissance to happen again, man. Such an incredible, versatile shoe. Look, Ye wearing them coming out from the gym with Kim back in the day. His and her Flyknits. Yeah, Ye wearing Easter Air Force Ones. I don't remember that. Jesus Christ. Ye again wearing a pair of Flyknits with some denim. Wow, man. What an era. What an era. What a great era. Yeah, again with the Flyknits here with Kim looking fucking fly as fuck. There's also Jerry Lorenzo, I think, wore them, right? Jerry Lorenzo. And I think he used to wear the other ones, or the Adidas ones. What was the Adidas shoe that he used to wear a lot? Well, he had the laces all done up. What was it? Was it white? They were Y3s, isn't it, right? Jerry Lorenzo wore Y3s. That were kind of like a flip. They were kind of like a flip on the Flyknit, the Y3s. Yeah, Jerry Lorenzo loved these. I remember those ones. These particular ones, right? These particular ones. Jerry Lorenzo was all he used to live in those Flyknits, man. That Adidas version of the Flyknit, anyway, at least. Yeah, such a hard shoe. Such a fucking hard shoe. So yeah, cannot wait for them to drop. Cannot wait for them to drop. Cannot wait for them to fucking drop. So yeah, big up that guy, man. Exclusive information there, available soon. Nike Flyknits are happening. They're coming back. We are getting them once again. I really cannot wait. Honestly, really cannot wait. And then what else is coming here? You can see at the back. Adding a few swoosh, fake fly wire, and padded tongue misses the essence of what made the Flyknit excellent. Personally, I would have preferred a retro of the Lunar Flyknit trainer rather than an entry-level emulation. Still, I know what he's saying, but still, I don't mind it. Fake Flyknit or not, I'm still getting them. Don't give a fuck, mate. Fake Flyknit, padded tongue, don't care. They're still going to be versatile and fucking sick. Imagine them in darker colorways. They're going to be so good.
What's all that movement back there? What's all that movement back there?
I'm listening. Everyone wants them, man. I'm listening. Fell to my knees. I need every color ASAP. Exactly. Let me do my little thing as well. Let me do my thing. Does it do banner? Does it do banner here? No, you do banner. Or is that explicit? Yeah. Let's do one. There you go. Yep. Let's do that. And then what else we got here? Bing. I think that's it, right? In terms of quotes. In terms of the quotes here. Flyknit. Yep, Aaron. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Can't wait for them to drop. Cannot wait for them to drop. Cannot wait for them to drop. It should be a fun one. It should definitely be a fucking fun one. Alright, people. Alright. I'm going to leave it right there. It's been a pleasure, not been a chore, to have you guys here with me today. Thank you for tuning into the Agustin's English episode number 1047. I'm going to love you and leave you off to the gym now to get my 10,000 steps in and do a bit of running, do a bit of fucking dumbbell, fucking curling and shit and all that malarkey. And then, yeah, man, I'll see you guys again on the other side. I may do actually a random show later, I'm not going to lie, because I know there's a new American Read. No, there's a new podcast, Cringe, and there's a new Shorb show. So I might do a watch long for both of them later. So I'll see how I feel. But until then, I appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. For those of you that care about my tune today, my tune of the day today will be from none other than Brockhoff. Brockhoff has a new album that just dropped now, if I'm not mistaken. The full album's out, available. It's called Easy Peeler. And the song that I'm going to choose from the album is the song titled... What did I say here? Cruel. Cruel from Brockhoff is going to be playing as my song of the day. Brockhoff. Let me actually put it on the screen so you can see what I mean. Brock, is it spell the name Brockhoff like that, right? Brockhoff Cruel will be my song of the day. Let me just have it here on the. Is it Brock? No, Brockhoff. No, Brockhoff. Brock. There you go. Brockhoff Cruel will be my song of the day. It should be playing here for those of you guys. If you listen to the audio side of the podcast, it'll be playing. If you're not listening to the audio side of the podcast, it won't be playing. But my song of the day will be from Brockhoff. That's a song title called Cruel. But for now, take care, people. It's been a pleasure to have your company. And I'll see the rest of you guys later. Peace, 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 peace.